One. Oh, did you guys hear that?
Yeah, that was weird.
That was weird. Like, what happened? Like, my computer talks now. Well, I know it's got Siri, but anyway, we're recording. Recording in progress. Yo, everyone, you're listening to Filmmaker Mike and the boys. Joining me for this episode is Sequestered Jester.
Hey, everybody.
Pinhead.
What's up?
And Kuya.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday, which actually kind of feels like over here in the northern Nevada area, it feels like a beautiful fall weekend because we've got some showers.
Yeah.
We actually got a little bit of snow.
Yeah, a little bit of hail. Got some
Yeah.
hail.
A lot of hail over here.
Yeah, a lot of hail.
You know how hot it is right now in Arizona?
How hot?
Fucking 84 degrees.
Wow.
Like that was the hottest that we had today. I was like,
nice. But hey, it's dry heat, right?
No. What? I was like, what is going on? It's supposed to be 100. And then I looked at the thing because we had like nothing but south or northeastern winds coming our way.
Yeah.
So whatever, fucking whoever prayed for some winds, for a week we're gonna have like some mild weather, and then come Thursday we're gonna hit like the hundreds again. So.
Oh boy. Fun.
Yeah, but it's dry heat, so
Yeah. Don't forget, it's dry heat.
Yeah, people can eat a dick. So that's what.
All righty. So we're going to kick things right off. We're going to be discussing Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead, which finally debuted on Netflix this weekend. And so I'm looking at my Netflix app right now on my phone. It is currently #1 in the US today, out of the top 10. So the description goes, after a zombie outbreak in Las Vegas, a group of mercenaries takes the ultimate gamble by venturing into the quarantine zone for the greatest heist ever. And this has a running time of 2 hours and 28 minutes. And of course, it is rated R. So I checked this out immediately after I got home from work last night. And no surprise, being a Zack Snyder fan, I loved it. I enjoyed it. I had a blast with it. By the way, we are going full spoilers here, just in case we may have some new listeners. And they're going to be like, why are you spoiling it? Well, we're talking about it now. You can pause it. You can come back. But
or you can eat a dick.
Yeah, that sounds good.
By the way, I really enjoyed this film. It's been a while since I've seen or enjoyed anything zombie. Again, like just for the sake of clarity, of course, I'm not a huge horror fan, but I am a huge Zack Snyder fan. And when I heard about this film, this was his next film. The premise itself was already intriguing and exciting, and it's very Zack Snyder. There also is a bonus documentary on Netflix. It's called Creating an Army of the Dead, and it's 28 minutes. It's on the Netflix app as well. So I would recommend checking it out. It was really cool to see the behind the scenes and the technology they use, the special effects, the makeup, and the fact that Zack Snyder does mention there that he's had this idea ever since he finished making or remaking Dawn of the Dead. So, but it's been shelved for the longest time. Warner Brothers did not know how to make this movie work when he pitched it to Warner Brothers. So, spoiler, surprise, no surprise there. We're like, how do we make this movie work, guys? Like, but of course, seeing this movie, I was really happy for Zack Snyder because I think he's found his best the best partnership that he can get right now after what he's been through with Warner Brothers. Netflix is really, they even tweeted, this is the Snyder cut. There is no alternate cut
Wow.
to this film. They let him have at it. You can tell they gave him all the money and they just told him, hey, go crazy, do what you want, make what you want, and that's why Netflix is really, whatever you think, regardless of what you think of Netflix, it really goes to show that they are willing to allow creatives and creators create and go wild. Here's the money. Here's what you pitched us. We like it. Go. So that's cool, and that's what we'll get into it a little bit later. That's what Warner Brothers really has to work on, because they've really damaged their image as far as being a filmmaker and an actor studio, because they've got a lot of shit to deal with. Anyway, back to the film. I enjoyed it. The soundtrack is great. The cinematography, if you notice in the credits, story by Zack Snyder, cinematography by Zack Snyder, directed by Zack Snyder. He was hands-on in this film. And it was really cool when I heard that he was actually like on the camera. And in that behind the scenes documentary, he even explains that the camera that he used and the lenses that he used, one of them he got from eBay, and he got like kit bashed it. And it's very intimate. And like you see it in the film, there's some moments there where it's really close. And some of the cinematography where the image kind of goes blurry, and then it sets in focus. Like lots of cool technical stuff that I noticed that he did. And
I saw a lens flare, so
Yeah.
an homage to the savior of Star Wars.
oh,
J.J.
maybe
Abrams.
I don't know if that's really an homage to him.
Well, he likes staying out of focus too, doesn't he? He likes focusing on other things other than the characters. Sometimes I've noticed.
Right, but I dug it. I dug the effect. I got what he was trying to do. The cast is great. Dave Bautista, who leads this cast, I thought was really awesome. We got a wide variety of actors. Ella Purnell plays Kate Ward, his daughter. Dave Bautista plays Scott Ward. Tig Notaro was really awesome. She plays the helicopter pilot, Marion Peters.
And wasn't it supposed to be Chris Delia's
Yes.
role?
Yes, they when the whole Chris D'Elia stuff came out, they cut him out and they got Tig Notaro. And
Right.
supposedly they spent money to digitally add Tig Notaro in some of the scenes where they already
I noticed a couple of scenes that they kind of sort of digitally
yeah,
put her Tig there.
they had to
And what was the reason why Chris got kicked out? Was it for child porn, right?
No, don't go that far, dude.
Oh,
let's see.
It was not the reason.
I thought it was for child porn. So
No, he was Snapchatting underage women, and also not just underage, but regular, like legal age, just inappropriate stuff. And he obviously didn't understand that they can screenshot stuff, so they
Gotcha.
got proof on him and whatnot. And then on top of that, there was just so many allegations of him being like inappropriate with women at like parties and meetups and stuff like that. So it's a culmination of things.
Gotcha.
Basically, he's just inappropriate with women.
So this is from the LA Times. This is the first article that popped up from my Google search. LATimes.com. This is a brand new article, March 2nd, 2021. The title of the article is Chris D'Elia faces child porn lawsuit from woman who says he had sex with her at 17.
Child porn lawsuit.
He is facing a new lawsuit that accuses him of violating federal child pornography and child sexual exploitation laws, including soliciting more than 100 sexually explicit photos and videos from a woman identified as Jane Doe. Half of the photos and videos were allegedly taken when Doe was 17 years old, according to the lawsuit.
Okay.
Oh, okay. But was it through Snapchat?
It does not say.
Okay.
It does not know. I possibly not, because it says here Jane Doe had reached out to D'Elia in September 2014. I don't think Snapchat was around then.
Yeah, it was.
Was it?
Around, yeah, yeah, it was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does mention here. Yeah, they later. So it says here The comic was on his Under No Influence tour at the time. They later communicated via Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So perhaps it started through a different platform, or maybe just through text, or who knows, email, and then they went through Snapchat. So
Yeah, I think she met him at because I heard the hotel story of like when he supposedly did stuff to her
Mm.
at his hotel.
Quick question. The location of the hotel, what state?
is it Arizona?
Arizona, the legal age is 16. So I'm just saying. The state law would supersede over federal whatever indictments or anything like that. So
Isn't it 16 in Nevada too?
well, 16 I think is in Nevada.
Yeah.
I think California's 18 and
California's 18. Yeah.
then some other places are like fucking 13 or 14. So
Yeah, it's crazy.
Jeez, that
yeah, so
it blows my mind, the difference of the states and the laws, when something like this should be just like uniform.
Yeah.
So at least, like, I don't know.
yeah,
But anyway,
but yeah, so Tig replaced Chris because of that, right? That's
Yeah.
the reason.
yes,
Pretty
and
much.
knowing Zack Snyder and Deborah Snyder, they will not stand for that.
Okay.
So
And quick question, I'm assuming that the lines that Tig was saying was basically Chris's lines, right? Because I can picture Chris saying those lines like easily.
right,
Like,
possibly, yeah,
the little quips and all that stuff. Like I'm
right,
like I can picture him doing that. But like yeah,
yeah.
go ahead,
Yeah,
Mike. Keep going.
yeah, I had a blast with it. I loved how it started on the military. They were transporting the two army, the soldiers were talking like, oh, what is it? Is it the covenant of the Ark or the Holy Grail, or what is it like? And I like the fact that oh, accidentally playing Netflix here. Oops, we're not sponsored. So I like that, but I like that bit, and then just the intro of the soundtrack. I really enjoyed the
Mhm.
music, the use of music, and the opening credits telling the story.
Yep.
He likes to, obviously, whether it's his DC films, even Watchmen, through opening credits and music, you're already
Immersed.
doing a lot of exposition without having to do a lot of boring exposition, when you're just like, here's some cool music and here's some, some visual storytelling that'll, really tell a story. So yeah, I can't think of anything else other than I really enjoyed it. I love the different the fact that we had shamblers, we had the slow zombies, and we had the highly evolved alphas. And
We got a tiger.
we got a zombie tiger and a zombie horse.
Yep.
Like, I mean, that's pretty cool. And then what was his name? My goodness. Scorpion.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Hiroyuki Sanada.
Hiroyuki Sanada.
Sly Tanaka.
Easy peasy, Japanesey. I don't know. I was just like laughing, like I can say that because like they were trying to explain to what's his face,
Dieter.
Dieter,
Yeah.
who I thought was also good. Like he would scream like a little schoolgirl. Like what the hell? And then Garrett Dillahunt. Like really, I really enjoyed the cast. So, but yeah, and then of course we get Samantha Wynn, who was the first one to go from the crew.
Yeah.
Not including the asshole guard, Burt Cummings, who was sacrificed. So like,
He was a great character.
Yeah.
He made me want to fucking hate him.
right.
Do you remember,
right.
remember him from Luke Cage?
Yeah.
He was actually my favorite character in Luke Cage, ironically. Like,
Remember him from Sons of Anarchy. He was fantastic in that series.
Yeah,
that's right. He was in that too.
He's a good actor, man. Like
Oh, okay.
He is,
I'm
yeah.
not familiar with him, but
He's a great
I
actor.
liked him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like as soon as I saw him, like with the fucking chiseled jaw, oh, I hate this fucking guy. Automatically, like those little tropes, like when you look at characters, and like with the way he was moving around, like right behind Tanaka, and talking, as security chief, blah blah blah. Oh, fuck you, asshole.
Oh, he's a perfect
Right.
douchebag, 100%.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's just funny that because this one in this movie he was so straightforward douchebag,
Yeah,
and in Luke Cage he was playing Shades, and like
yeah,
he
yeah,
had a
yeah.
lot more character
Hmm.
development and change of personality that I really saw his range in that one. And ever since I saw that show, I wanted to see more of him. So I was really happy he got this opportunity to do this job with Snyder, and I hope Snyder uses him in some of his other stuff too. You know.
Oh yeah, and he was great, man.
Yeah. And then I do want to mention Samantha Wynn, who played Chambers. She was the first one of the OG crew to go, who like fought off, a horde. And I'm like, what's his face? The other guy that was the guy that her friend that brought her in was just standing there and just looking like fucking shoot some zombies to help your friend.
Dude, my wife literally said like, she probably would have survived if you all just, shot the
Right.
zombies that were on her. Like, what was with that? Even
Yeah.
I was kind of like, why didn't he's just gonna stand there? Like, dude.
Right.
But
At least
whatever.
do something. But yeah, I do want to mention so Samantha Wynn, who played Chambers, she was in Man of Steel as a Kryptonian. She was in Wonder Woman as an Amazon, and if I'm not mistaken, yeah, she was in the Snyder Cut, Justice League. She was the I think she was the Amazonian that died by getting crushed by the horse.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that's her as well. So, but yeah, really great cast. I enjoyed it. So, Jester, what are your thoughts?
I'd like to start off with I thought it was really funny how the zombie pandemic, I guess, started from the world's best blowjob, apparently, because the dude couldn't keep his eyes on the road. Like, rookie mistake. Come on, man.
Hey, Viva Las Vegas, man.
they just got married. They guys just got married.
I guess, but dude, like, watch the road. That's rule number one. Like,
Or you could have at least pulled over and just
Nah, man. No,
you know?
the fun is like driving. Keep
Well,
on driving, bro.
I agree, but that's what I'm saying. I watch the road. I don't got my head back in my eyes in
Yeah,
the clouds. Like, what a dunce, So
I mean that's you can't really blame the guy for that. If the girl is hooking you up, shoot.
I guess I don't know. I'll blame the bastard for that. Like, watch the road. But I what I did like about it was I liked that it was different. Characters went out unexpectedly and not in the traditional way that they would go out in a movie like this. And I liked that there were no jump scares because it was like his style it wasn't necessary for this movie. It was already on edge without any scares like that. And some of the actors I had a rough time with. His daughter I felt like was very flat. Ironically, it just made me laugh because Batista, from being very much straightforward in Guardians of the Galaxy as Drax, as I'm so familiar with, in this one I felt like he actually had a lot of range, and I was really impressed with his acting in this one. He seemed a lot more open, and I was able to connect with him as a character more than most of them. And so I thought I was really happy for him on that one because I know he's been wanting to branch out into more like dramatic stuff. So that was good. And it was just kind of I don't know. I at the end of the movie, I was just kind of like, yeah, it was a fun movie to watch, and I'm very glad I watched it. But it was okay. I didn't think it was like a great movie. It was just okay. But what I liked about it the most was that I could tell that he was not at all restrained from anybody to make the movie that he wanted, which is why characters went out in like random ways, and you had interesting characters. Like, dude, at the very end, like, let's make this movie really, really bad at the very end. Like when you thought there might be like some, happy ending, and there's not. You're kind of like, okay, I guess room for a sequel, right? Is that his plans? So
Maybe.
yeah.
Well,
So
you saw the last scene, right? With
that's what I'm speaking of.
okay.
Yeah, the dude with the big old saw.
Yeah, Bender,
Right.
whatever.
Yeah.
Or B. Yeah.
Vander.
Besides Batista,
Bender, yeah.
besides Batista, he was actually my favorite character. He was an absolute blast. So yeah, I don't know, like that was just kind of like odd. I wished it had more of an ending rather than an opening, I guess, to a sequel on that. So I thought that was kind of like, you know. But it didn't feel like a traditional zombie movie, which I liked. It had elements of tradition, which was really good. But he changed the game. I felt like I Am Legends meets Walking Dead for me, and I liked that aspect a lot. So yeah, I'll give it a, I don't know, I'll give it a 7 out of 10 for my rating.
Nice.
Cool. Kuya.
Well,
Hold on, Kuya. Before you go, I have to do this because, you know, I would be remiss.
okay.
There you
There
go.
All right, now you can continue. Sorry.
All right. Well, but before I go, I'm gonna.
This should be a brand new bottle. You should wait to open a brand new bottle.
No,
I
actually,
know.
You can hear them.
That would have made it better.
it's okay.
Yep.
It's Coke, so it's not worth the hassle. So, anyways, the movie for me, I like my wife and I watched it this afternoon, and we enjoyed it. We had a blast watching it. She loves zombie movies. I'm not really particular, like I told you guys before. I'm not really particular with zombie movies, but I enjoy watching them. Like one of my favorite movies of all time is Train to Busan, which is technically a zombie movie, but I don't consider it as a zombie movie because it's more of a human drama, you know. So that being said, the characters were great. Batista was awesome. Vanderhoof, right? Like basically everybody brought a lot of things to the table. And I will be remiss again that I have to agree with Jester here that the daughter can go fuck herself.
Dude, midway through the movie, I was like, "Here's that teenage."
I wanted her to die the very first.
Really?
Dude, my wife said wife said the same thing, bro.
The very first time. No, the very first time she argued with Dave Batista about like,
You didn't act like that. Come on.
like, and I was just like, I was like, you need to die right now.
Dude, I quote my wife at the end of this movie. Wow, the one person I didn't want to survive.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow.
Like seriously, like she was like she was the most privileged out of everybody in that fucking movie. And I don't know who the actress is. I've never seen her in any of the movies. I've never seen her in any of any other movie or anything like that. But this may be her first gig, and
no,
good job.
It's not.
Okay, so like she was boring. She was annoying. She was like 20 something years old, and she has teenage angst. I have no fucking idea why.
Well, if you remember, she lost her mom right at a young age.
Because she turned.
Her dad fucking left her.
Okay.
Didn't have a relationship with her. So don't you think that would happen eventually?
No. They explained it in the, like, when they were like talking while he was filling up the gas for the generator.
Right.
It's like, the reason I thought you were, I left because you were mad at me because I killed your mom. And she was like, no, it wasn't because of that. It's because you left me.
Right.
Yeah.
So of course that would happen. Any kid pissed off at their own parent for leaving them. You killed my mom.
I mean, can you blame him? Like, he fucking killed the wife in front of the kid. Like, he had to go.
Technically, she was behind the door, but I mean, she wasn't pissed off of that because of that.
Like, every move that she made was very fucking annoying as hell. Like, either you take me or I go later, and you're gonna have to rescue me anyways.
Right, that's the thing that, like,
and I was just
wow.
like, you can. How fucking privileged are you?
Wait, how is she privileged? She was helping in the quarantine zone.
No, like, she was just like so annoying about like what she wants. She wants this. She wants. She
wanted to help she wanted to get her friend.
And that's why Dave was like, Dave Batista's character was saying, hey, stay your ass here. I'm gonna get the millions of dollars and I'm gonna give
Oh.
it to you so you can help out whoever the hell you want because you deserve this.
Right.
That's what he said. And
Right.
then it's like, no, my friend Gita is gone. I need to rescue her. Meh, 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 meh.
And at the end, she's just hanging out of the chopper like a limp sock.
And what the fuck happened? What the fuck happened to Gita? Dead.
Everyone. That's what I'm saying. It was
Well,
like a
she
nice
found
place to
her.
find.
She found her.
It doesn't
She was
matter.
alive.
She's dead anyways.
She died in the helicopter crash.
How are you gonna explain it to the kids? Oh yeah, I rescued her, but she died in the helicopter because
But
she
she
wasn't
got
wearing
some
a
money,
seatbelt.
right? She still got some money for the kids.
Oh yeah, like money's gonna cure like a
No,
dead
it's not,
mom.
but it's gonna help them.
No,
Get out of there.
that's like whatever. So,
Out of bar-
anyways, let me finish what I have to say about
Okay.
about this character.
Go ahead, dude.
Okay,
God.
right in the middle of the fucking heist, which is like absolutely perfect. The heist was there. Everybody was participating. Everybody was like down, and everybody was about to be fucking millionaires. What the fuck did she do? Oh, you fucking left. Oh, so I can save my friend Gita.
I did same thing. I was like, wow.
What the
broad,
fuck
after
is
she's
so
like,
going on with them?
yes, father, I will listen to you. I will not go anywhere without you.
Yeah,
Leaves
and then
him.
and next thing, what did she do? Oh, did the complete opposite thing.
Idiot. Yeah.
You know,
that was
and like things like that. Like I don't understand what writers or script writers are doing. Like, if you guys want to make drama about a father-daughter relationship, cool, but don't make it like a meme. Don't make it don't make it like that. Like, like the issues that I have, again, the movie for me was great. It was entertaining. I had issues with certain things right in the middle of whatever the thing is going. This is a zombie heist or a zombie movie with a heist. Right in the middle of the heist when Dieter was trying to do everything, fucking Spanish girl wants to profess her love to Dave Batista. I mean, come on.
And she gets her fucking head to it. That took me by surprise. I was like, oh shit.
So instead of doing that, how about this as the drama for this, right? Batista and the Spanish lady go after and save the daughter. Try to save the daughter. Right in the middle of this trying to save the daughter, Batista has to choose between saving the daughter or saving the Spanish lady. And then all of a sudden the Spanish lady said, "No, go with your daughter. Like, being with you right now, it means so much to me. I love you. Whatever." Whatever she was trying to explain during that 2-minute love fest, whatever. Thing could have happened. Something could have happened between us, but not really. All that stuff, right? So, and then like the choices that they made, right? So if the daughter saw that the sacrifice that the dad had to do for like for her, then that would have changed her character into something else. Not and like not the fact that like she had to shoot the dad at the end of the movie to make her change. You know what I'm saying? Like little things like that. Like, this was a heist movie. I wanted to see them succeed in grabbing a shitload of money and running and being chased by zombies while having the money. And they did. They only had one bag. They had one fucking bag with Jake Paul, or Mexican Jake Paul.
Wow.
So I love the guy. I love the character though. It's amazing. Amazing character. Like the gun was like so sexy. Right, Pinhead. The gun looked hella sexy in that the one in the guy's hand, whatever his name is.
I thought he was gonna die right away. If I'm being honest, I thought he was gonna die in the first.
That's what I thought too.
Survives to the end.
Yeah, I know, but he was a G, man. He was just like fucking like go, and then like when he got bit, he knew what he had to do.
Yeah, he
Fucking-
manned up instead of the guy at the end.
Like like I made a mistake earlier. Like I was talking about the douchebag security guy by Tanaka, security guy, not the other douchebag security guard. So
yeah.
so Shades is great. Like the character Shades was great. Like he was totally douchebag, through and through. Amazing. The other douchebag, the one that wanted the head, got what he deserved too. And that's the thing. Coyote was funny because as much as she's she's kind of selfish, like she wants to for money she can give you a tour of Las Vegas, and leave you alone and all that stuff. She has a heart of gold. So that
Right.
was kind of cool. And then she got Spartan speared at the very end there by zombie
Zeus.
Leonidas.
That's
So
Zeus.
so that was it was cool. I mean, like there's a lot of things to applaud with this. The issues that I have, again, the issue that I have is with the daughter, like and her character,
Mm-hmm.
and the things that the decisions that was made to make some sort of drama with it. Like if they changed it a little bit, it would have been great. Like, it would have been like a great type of movie in a sense. But for me, it was entertaining. I enjoyed myself. My wife enjoyed herself. Uh, we went to Home Depot of all places today to get some stuff, and then we were talking about it on the way, and we were like, "So what do you think of the movie?" Oh yeah, it was it was entertaining, and both of us said it at the same time. I didn't like the daughter.
Wow. Well,
So,
I thought for a second when you said you went to Home Depot, you were gonna start getting some gear for the zombie apocalypse.
oh,
I know.
no. We were looking at the axes, the
The nail
machetes and
guns,
all that stuff.
the
Yeah.
saws.
No, like I was into like the axes that they have, the little hand axe, the hammers and stuff. And then she was looking at one, and she showed me, it's like, this is pretty light, but do you think this will do a lot of damage on a zombie? And then when I looked at it, I was like, it's an axe. It'll do a lot of damage on anything. So yeah, no score on this because like I love Zack Snyder movies regardless of what it is. The issues I have is my personal issues of it, and if he talked to me about it, I'll explain to him directly why I don't think the daughter was a good character at all. So, but it's fine. It was a good it was a good zombie movie for me. Again, I'm not really a zombie fan. I am a heist fan though, so that was kind of cool. The way that Dieter was like telling everybody to shut the fuck up because he's trying to concentrate.
Yeah.
That was amazing. And then when he did the little thing, that the magnum opus of
Yeah.
the Ride of the Valkyries came in and everything, so that was kind of cool. Yeah, like it was good. I liked it to for the movie's sake, in that sense. Like, the things that I want to complain about is just like things that bothered me. But that's a lot of things. That's every fucking movie. So yeah, that's basically it. So I'm looking forward to the next guy, because again, he is the horror expert. I want to hear exactly how he feels about this one, because I'm excited. I'm like just looking forward to it. So Pinhead, man, are you ready?
I
Because I
wouldn't.
am.
I wouldn't call myself a horror expert, but
You're more.
Come on.
You know more shit than we do. So
Too humble.
I fucking hated this movie.
yeah, there you go.
I was bored out of my fucking mind.
Really?
Like, I literally, I'll even put it into perspective. In the hour and 10-minute mark, I literally stopped watching the movie, and I watched Terminator 2 Judgment Day, the
Oh,
special
come
edition.
on.
I'm not kidding. I went through that, and then I went back and I finished the movie so I could get through it. I was bored out of my mind. That fake ass, like, one of them, I was like, when that girl, that was stupid. Like, this movie's stupid. This movie is exceptionally stupid, and for me, not in a good way. This movie's like Jonathan Cena stupid. Like, like that, like you guys brought that up, the scene with Chambers where she's getting eaten by the horde of zombies and he's just standing there. I'm like,
They all were.
yeah, I'm like, not for nothing, I'm glad she got eaten, because she was a fake ass Dollar Tree bargain bin version of Vasquez from Aliens. So
Oh,
fuck her. Good. I'm glad she got eaten. Fuck her. I'll agree with both of you on that. The daughter, I wish her head would have got bashed in with the Negan
Holy
baseball bat. Like, I wanted her head bashed in because she was so fucking obnoxious. And I understood that she, like, that was great. You did a good thing there, Zach, by writing her as a volunteer, and she cared, and that she's doing these good deeds. But you kind of undermine that fact when you have to listen to her sniveling drivel all the time and her whining. No one wants to hear that shit. It's nonsense. So I hated her. Dave Bautista, he was good. But you know, that's like saying, you know, that's typical. If you didn't think he wasn't going to be good, then I don't know what to tell you. The guy from Sons of Anarchy and Luke Cage, he was cool. Overall, I thought this movie was just dog shit. I was bored out of my mind. I was fidgeting all the time. I don't like zombie movies to begin with. And the only thing I hate more than zombie movies are heist films. So I was off to the races right off the bat. So I'm sitting here going, here we go. Thank you, Zach. You did a great job. You know, he did this from Dawn of the Dead. Like, so this will be 13, 15 years in the making. This is trash. The cinematography, that shit was dog shit. I hated the cinematography. It drove me up the wall. Was
the out of focus for you? Because that's what my wife was like, dude, he's out of focus.
The out of focus, I understood what he was doing with it, so the out of focus didn't bother me as much. It was annoying, but it was the bullshit, the dark texture areas where the dark textures didn't need to fucking be.
Right.
We're in these areas where I can't see shit, where you're like, I know what you're doing. You think you're being really good at your job and you're building tension. You're not going to fool someone like me who's been in this fucking this horror scene for over 25 years. That doesn't build tension. You know what it does to people like me? It pisses us the fuck off. And it makes us want to hunt you down and chew on you like a zombie. Okay, so stop doing that. And I'm not just talking to Zach. I'm talking to James Wan. I'm talking to Lee White. I'm talking to every person who gets into the horror. Stop doing that shit. Stop doing that shit and stop doing the fucking jump scares. I'm tired of them. Okay, so I'll give him that. He didn't rely heavily on jump scares here, which was nice. Thank you. But 1 out of 10, that ain't, you know, 1 out of 10 is bad. It's not good. I watched this twice because I wanted to give him a chance. I fell asleep the first night. I was like, all right. And then I got back up and I rewatched it during the night. The second time, when I literally turned it off and watched the entire extended edition of Terminator 2 Judgment Day, a movie I've seen over 82 times, that's not good. That's not good. This movie was fucking dog shit. And everybody's loving this thing. They're like, I had a blast and I'm having a great time. I'm glad they did. But the only thing I had a blast in was in my pants when the credits rolled and it was over. I was so happy. I was like, thank you. Thank you for ending this overlong, overbloated piece of dog shit. It's fucking pretentious. It's glorified pretentious bullshit. I can't stand this fucking overbloated movie. Fuck this movie.
So would you rather watch this or Mortal Kombat?
I'll watch Mortal Kombat because at least Mortal Kombat ends before the end of this week. This movie goes on for 3 weeks and I don't want to sit through that shit. I don't look, when Lord of the Rings does it and Dune does it and all these other, it's capturing my attention. If this movie would have captured my attention, it would have been fine. But this movie went on and on and on and on. And it even fucks with you too. It stops and it goes, we're done. And then it goes, I gotcha. We're still going to go on a little bit more. And I'm like,
but it's not like Return of the King where there's fucking 3 different endings.
I know that's the only thing like that. But he asked me, which would I rather see? As much as I hate Mortal Kombat, I don't have to sit through a 2.5 hour Mortal Kombat. I hated this film. I was so bored to tears. I sat there. I was like, and of course my grandmother was having a great time because she loves zombies. She loves zombies. Even if the thing is dog shit like The Walking Dead has been for the last 3 years, she love. And this is what I like. This reminded me. This was a combination to me of The latter seasons of The Walking Dead, extremely boring, going absolutely nowhere, meets Uwe Boyle's House of the Dead, because
wow.
it was over bloated bullshit, and it thought it was more important than it needed to be, just like an Uwe Boyle movie. And I can't stand that shit. Not in horror. I can't stand it.
So
So if I will give a score. It's a 2.5 out of 10.
ouch.
Oof.
Wow.
Wow.
Let
And
me
that's
ask
me,
you
and
this
I'm in a good
question.
mood. So
Let me ask you this question. Did the zombies live up to the hype of the WWE appearance?
I will say this. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't want to hear about budget, because Vince McMahon has enough of a budget to do. Maybe he's not going to put any Hollywood money into it, but he has enough money to where he should have done better than, because he didn't pay. I will say this. That rotten old fuck bastard. One thing he didn't do, beyond the fact that he exposed the business again, he didn't do any of those zombies justice, because the zombies in here, for what they are, especially the fucking tiger zombie, is badass. Like, the zombies look good.
Yeah.
So no, it didn't do any justice, because at least in this movie I didn't see any zombies or any Shambalas or Rochambeaus or whatever the fuck you want to call them. At least I didn't see any of them get taken out with a fucking Jean-Claude Van Damme roundhouse kick.
Yeah.
Like, that's nonsense.
Like my wife was telling me, maybe during the pandemic, like they hired a bunch of like these Cirque du Soleil guys, and they did they shot it, and because like the zombies were fucking moving like the Cirque du Soleil people.
So they actually got a lot of parkour and free runners
Okay.
to do a lot of that stuff. Yeah.
Which makes sense, and I can see it, because you can tell in the performance that there are, there's.
I swear to God, I saw a zombie that doing the Naruto run. You know, the one with like.
It was like,
behind them.
I'm gonna put this in here.
I swear to God, I saw one. I swear to
Leave
God.
my mark on this Zack Snyder
Like,
film.
like, I mean, like I said, I'm not a zombie guy, but like I was just thoroughly, like watching people fucking get their heads blown, all that stuff, and like having these these things for me was very entertaining, and like I'm easy to please when it comes to fucking movies like that, so like for me it's a good popcorn movie.
Yeah.
Like I understand why Pinhead is upset again since if Dawn of the Dead, like when he remade Dawn of the Dead, that was
That was a better zombie film.
Yeah.
That was way.
So,
And I'm not talking about Romero's. I'm talking about his remake of Dawn of the Dead was way better than this piece of dog shit.
it's basically it's like Zack Snyder's Justice League, and then this one is like Justice League. That's how I see Pinhead like gauging this fucking thing right now. Just because of that, and like maybe again it is a hangover from the fact that like we saw what he can do in the Snyder cut. Like when he did this one, it was just like, oh, we were looking for something.
It's not even just that. It's like I've mentioned before. We're not gonna in the horror community, for guys like me and others who have been through this too long. We're not gonna settle for average, middle of the road nonsense anymore. Just like I said in my Conjuring trailer reaction, if the Conjuring, and trust me, if the Conjuring pulls this shit too, it's gonna come to the head of this congregation too, and it's gonna take its 40 lashes. And matter of fact, it might get an even lower score than this movie. If
this is the last one, right?
bullshit.
For Conjuring.
Yeah, we'll just say for the sake of argument, sure it is, until it makes tons of money. Until it makes tons of money, and then they'll go.
Oh wait, there's more.
Exactly. So for the sake of argument, we'll go wink, wink. Yeah, it's the last one.
Yeah, because like the inspiration died already, so like for Conjuring.
Well, no, not technically, because the way they're setting this up, if I know what I know about this case, they have an out to where they can if they drop the bag to Vera and Patrick, They can make a fourth Conjuring, eat with or without James Wan. They could still make. They have an out.
It's gonna.
So.
It's the other guys, right?
Yep.
Ah, Jesus.
Because
So
there is, because real quick, technically after this movie, there still is one more case that Ed and Lorraine Warren did go on to do before they called it the end. So they could make a fourth Conjuring.
Okay.
That's a fact.
back to the Army of the Dead. What did you guys?
Yeah,
think
back
of
to
that?
this trash.
What did you guys think of the time loop reference?
That was kind
Out
of
of,
funny.
I thought it was out of place, kind of.
Yeah,
No, I mean like Vanderho or how do you pronounce Vanderho?
Vanderho. Yeah, Vanderho.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was very because he's a philosophy major. And he was
Yeah.
talking about like all of these paradoxes and all that shit.
Right.
And I was like, you know what? This would be a fucking amazing twist if this was the case. Like they got stuck in the loop and then they have to do everything perfectly in order
Right.
to get out of the loop. But then I
Right.
was like, wait, no, that's too Inception like. And that's kind of bullshit. You know, I was like, I just want a zombie heist movie. That's all I want.
Right.
You
So
know, that's-
someone took the stills of those dead bodies there in the
Yeah.
vault by the vault, and Batista's wearing a necklace or the
scarf.
the same skull. The corpse is wearing the same thing. Like the jewelry is the same.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, interesting.
Yeah, it was kind of cool. And then like the way he quoted Joseph Campbell at the end was nice
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Like, but the thing that bothered me was like he wasn't bitten. Like when because like Dieter had enough time to fucking hit Leonidas zombie like in the head with the fucking gun.
Zeus.
Well, that's the thing for me that bothered me the most about it is that like he wasn't showing symptoms until what like hours and hours and hours later. Like what the hell?
I mean,
Like,
well, he's kind of buff, so you know. I'm
so
just
bro,
saying.
Batista's not. Yeah, come on, dude. Batista is too, and he gets bit on the neck, and then like what? 30 minutes later, you know. But
I do like that at the beginning with the soldier, they turn really fast. Like
yeah,
Yeah,
just
because they're not important. That's what,
well, that's what I'm saying. Like
But
it's just
that's
stuff
the
like that.
inconsistency, and that's
Right.
the type of shit that pissed me off. Like
Mhm.
the inconsistencies like that. Like pick one. Don't do that shit, and don't do the cop out of well. Certain zombies have this effect on this guy, and then certain zombies have. Shut the fuck up. Just pick one, asshole.
did you guys like the zombie baby?
I thought it was
No, because it's been done better before. So no.
It kind of weirded me out. I was like, aren't they undead? Like how the hell does that
wouldn't have
happen?
it wouldn't have weirded me out if they went to a different place with it. Instead, they just went because like, dude, I would have been satisfied without the kid, and then obviously he goes into a tempered rage when he saws her head off.
Yeah.
Like, okay, that's good. It's like I Am Legend, cool, same thing. But in this one, like we just got to add a kid that doesn't like he just dies anyway.
Uh-huh.
It's like kind of it's like whatever.
I one of the scenes that I loved though is the Tanaka security guy when he got his revenant scene with the
Yeah.
tiger.
Oh yeah, dude.
Dude, I was laughing my ass off like when I was watching it, and then I had to ask my wife, and I was like, I said, and I told her, would you rather get ravaged by a zombie tiger or a bear? And then she looked at me. I'd rather get ravaged by a tiger because like a tiger will just go for the kill. And then I was like, yeah, good call. You saw the revenant, huh? And then she started laughing. And I was like, because like when we saw like when I saw the revenant, I was like, dude, Leo got his ass kicked pretty bad, bro. Like I was just like the bear was just like, oh man.
I will say with the tiger though, that's not like this is the funny thing. This is why I liked. This is the thing that I did like. The characters that died did not die how I thought they would die.
Yeah.
It was absolutely random in weird situations that made sense. And like oh, this guy is such a dick. He's probably gonna get some awesome execution. I mean, technically yes, he did, but it was just weird. Like the tiger pinned him outside, got him, and then like oh, let's have a romantic situation. Gets head turned around and stares at him with her spine pops out of her neck. It's like, okay, that's interesting. And then this was just random people dying and I liked that. It's just the person that survived I didn't like. So
I know.
Still Army of the Dead too.
My wife agrees 100% that the daughter deserved to fucking die. So
oh,
right, love?
my other favorite character in this one was the pilot. Like, dude,
Tig.
yeah, I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, Tig was funny.
Yep. Yeah, she was like, $2 million? Sign me up. You don't even want to hear the conditions? No. Like,
$2 million.
and she's just like, it's gonna fly a helicopter. It doesn't matter. Like,
Like you know, the thing that like kind of weirded me. I was like, the fucking engine was like shot to shit, right? And like, how the hell does that?
yeah.
They can fly now?
I was like, wow.
Yeah, it was weird.
Like she's like, you know, she's like MacGyver, bro. I
Well,
was like,
when she was bitching about the model
Yeah.
was so nice, and the helicopter was Uncle John was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, where do you put all his money? Into the model?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yep. Alrighty then. So my question is, if any of you were to be a zombie in Vegas in this film or in this universe, what kind of zombie would you want to be? I would want to be an Elvis zombie.
You took the best one, you bastard.
Well, you could be Elvis zombie too. There could be multiple.
All right, I pick the idiotic parachuting guy that just falls right
Oh
into the pit.
yes.
oh, that guy.
I was like, wow, genius. Let's
Have we
parachute
ever
our
seen
troops
anything
into
like that on screen before, where he's falling to his death and he's like shooting? He's like, oh my god, here we go.
so,
I
like,
think
I'm
Band of
being that guy.
Brothers, like Band of Brothers, it happened like, you know, like they fell into the wrong.
Oh, okay,
fucking
but not
side of.
zombies. I meant
Oh no,
no.
not zombies.
zombies. Yeah. I mean, as far as zombies, I thought
Well,
it was cool. I was like, holy shit! Like,
it was just so random. Like, I was like, okay, so we're gonna parachute our guys into zombie infested Vegas. Awesome. And this guy's just got a sidearm. Like, oh no. It's like, yeah, I'd probably be that guy. Classic. So
I think Pinhead wants to be the first zombie that Dave Bautista shoots in the head, right? That's basically the zombie that you want to be for in this movie.
No, I'd be Nyx
Okay.
okay.
from Lord of Illusions.
Yeah.
He's technically a zombie, and that was in Vegas. So,
Okay, gotcha.
and those who don't know, you can look it up. I'd be Nyx from Lord of Illusions.
Yeah, I don't know what I want to be, like, you know. Maybe I want to be the fucking guy that's like that got eaten while trying to play slots and shit.
yeah.
You know, I'll be like,
You're the
just
zombie
being-
baby that got pulled out of the queen.
Nah, dude, like I'm not a, you know, I'm not a fucking
You're
fetus,
the
dude.
fetus, dog.
Like it was glowing like a motherfucker. Did you see that? I was like, what the hell?
It changed
what's
color. It
What's
changed
the glow?
It was halfway through the movie that I noticed that like a couple of their eyes glowed. Like I was like, are they charged or something like that?
No, I thought they were like White Walkers because, like, you know, the blue
Yeah.
eyes and shit, right?
Yeah,
And I was
then like
oh.
when he blew the king's head off.
Yeah,
and
it
you saw,
had
like,
like
it
the
blue tint
like a
on it.
blue thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess it just to differentiate like shamblers from alphas. Yeah,
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
I like myself a heist movie. I wish they fucking got away with it.
Me too.
Oh
man.
yeah, I like that too. That it was different. That they didn't.
I mean,
get-
you know, technically, you know, the annoying ass daughter got $200,000, but you know, that's fucking
Yay.
that's some dumb shit right there.
Yeah,
Oh, take the
that's-
money.
Well, Vander Ho got his 3 bags of money.
Yeah, but he's dead. You know, he's fucking
He's a
dead in
zombie
Mexico.
now, yeah.
So
he'll be
Right.
the king of the zombies in Mexico.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And then we gotta assemble the next team. My picks for the next team would be led by John Cena.
That'd be good. Then I wouldn't have to watch this dog shit again.
then I hope he dies first. So
Oh, you know he's gonna John Cena.
yeah, he's gonna fucking you know, like whatchamacallit, attitude adjustment somebody, right? Pretty quick, right? Nah,
But yeah,
like,
I dug it. I guess I got to give it a score. I forgot to give it a score. I give it an 8 out of 10.
for me, it was entertaining. It would be a 7, but because of the fucking daughter, I'd give it a 3.
I was gonna say,
Wow!
Three,
What a
four.
Yeah.
leap from 7 to
If the daughter didn't act like the way she acted in the movie, it would have been a much better score. Just saying.
wow.
But I was entertained.
I was entertained too.
Yeah, I was
cool.
entertained. I again, like, I'm easy to please. So
Except for Teen Angst, because fuck that shit.
because again, Teen Angst is bullshit.
That's your kryptonite.
Fucking teenagers, if you're listening to this, fucking get over it.
It's like, dude, I understand. Like, I don't get as triggered as Kuya does, where my butthole tightens up. But
fucking get over it.
it's annoying and cringy, like 100%. Like, I'm like, dude, just move on. Like, I hope she like. It's just the classic like, pretty girl falls, killer stabs her in the back. Like,
Why? Why did you stab me?
Yeah,
Because I can.
it's just
It's not.
dumb,
It's not
dude.
because you're special. It's because I can. I just did.
Oh, I feel like there's one scene that I actually did laugh out loud at that we did not mention, is that when they're wheeling in a zombie to go across the booby traps.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
that
yes.
made me laugh, dude.
They
I
were
thought that was
testing
funny.
them out.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So I enjoyed
it's not. It's not the thing. It's the heat.
The heat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Fucking
Alrighty.
microwave
Well,
a hand. And I was like, Jesus.
we'll see what happens. How this does as far as But I'm
Yeah.
hoping. I'd like to see a sequel. Why not?
Yeah.
I don't know where you would set it though. I mean, Mexico would be cool.
New
but-
Mexico. Will they get
Mexico
another
City.
quarantine
Like, fuck it. Like, let's go big. Fucking have Salma
Dude.
Hayek as the lead already.
No, you just do this. You like they quarantine off Mexico because Dingleberry and his money get turned into a zombie, and then you have the Expendables come in, and then you have another heist movie where they need to steal a bunch of money. There you go, sequel done.
Yeah, with Salma Hayek.
But where
Sure,
would the
whatever.
heist be? In Mexico?
Yeah. In the airport. In the
Mhm.
aeropuerto.
I can't. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like, why didn't it just end like where he got the money and it was all cool? Like, why do you have to be bitten?
And then he rode off into the sunset, and then that was it.
Yeah.
With
But,
the flight
man.
attendants who was drinking on the job with him. All right, fuck it. It's okay. Are you okay?
Well, no, I was like, okay, I don't think that she can give somebody else's plane to some dingleberry that has a lot of money. Like, it's someone owns that plane.
Yeah, but that was like $500,000 that she gave.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I'm
And
just
she knew
saying.
he was taking a fat cut of that. So
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, like, like, that's a lot of money.
Yep.
Yeah.
Not everybody has your morals and integrity.
It's not
Chester.
about morals. No, it's like that you can't do that. Like, you literally lose your job.
Yeah, at least you have $500,000 to fucking cry over
To just
it.
yeah,
waste it all
I
in
quit.
To
Fucking,
waste
you're
all your
gonna
money
fire
in
me,
court.
bitch?
I quit.
Give me the $500,000.
Dollar bills.
Oh
Eat
my
a
gosh.
dick.
Whatever.
All righty. All right. Just to close this off, Zack Snyder was quoted this week. So he was asked about Martin Scorsese's critique of superhero movies.
Mm.
So Zack Snyder thinks, this is the quote from Zack Snyder. Quote, "Oh, it's fair. Martin Scorsese is a genius," said Snyder. "If you're really good at something, commenting on that world is completely within your rights, and it doesn't diminish my respect for him. I'm certain he wasn't talking about my movies."
Oh,
And he
what the
laughed. He might have been, but I like to think he wasn't. He meant the other ones. Wink, wink.
Oh, fucking
Holy shit, yes!
take that, MCU.
I thought that was fucking hilarious. I'm like, of course. So yeah. But yeah, there you go. That's how we close off Army of the Dead. And as far as what we'll see again, from what we'll see from Zack Snyder, supposedly he's working on a King Arthur film set during the gold rush. So take that as you will.
So,
But like, okay,
What, in Alaska?
in the U.S.,
in the U.S. Gold Rush, dude.
California.
a King
okay.
Arthurian legend set in the gold rush. So
Huh. I'm
guy.
expecting a lot of slow-mos and
was there a
Penny
lot
for
of
gold and
slow-mo here?
slow-mo.
Was there a lot of
No,
slow-mo in this film?
There was very little, actually.
Yeah,
I
there was
mean,
very
in the
little,
beginning.
but a lot of people bitching on YouTube about a 2.5 hour runtime compared to the 4 hour Snyder cut.
Oh, I didn't even notice the two. Like, I didn't even notice it go by. It went by real quick.
Right.
Pinhead did.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
right.
he fell asleep. Yeah.
Pinhead was just like,
He was like, I'm gonna put in Terminator 2 and prolong this movie.
I don't know, this is a longer ass movie, but I'll still be thoroughly entertained. And it is a heist movie by definition, Pinhead. Terminator 2. Just thought I'd let you know that.
Terminator 2?
Yeah, it's a heist
That
movie.
would be wrong. It's not a heist film, but
Oh yeah. I mean,
That's a-
what did they have to get
that's a debate for another day.
okay.
Just to say, you guys can have a jerk off competition later.
Alrighty, so Pinhead will be reviewing The Vigil,
Yes.
which is currently
Okay.
out in
So-
theaters right now, right?
Yeah, it's in a limited, so it's in the big cities, I'm sure, like Los Angeles, New York, San Francisco,
Toronto.
especially now in the COVID timeline. This movie had a hard time coming out because it was originally made and released in 2019 for a small amount of time. And then it got thrown under the rug in development hell, and it didn't come out until recently. So now it's making its rounds. I think it's a good film. It's gonna be contender so far for, because this is out now, so I'm counting it for 2021 because we're getting it now. We didn't get it during that time, so
Mhm.
I think this will be a good contender for horror movie of the year for 2021. It's a mystery horror. I like this because it gives you a lot of lore to what's going on in the Jewish community, and it has a lot of parallels to as far as, I guess, what they're dealing with right now. It harkens back to the good, international films like I was talking to Mike about when we were at work. To me, this movie harkens back to like, and it's not the same, but it has that vibe of like a Ringu or a Ju-on
Mhm.
or a Dark Water, and no, not the shitty one with Jennifer Connelly.
No.
Um,
The real one.
yeah, the real one, like Pulse, like Shudder, like One Missed Call. It's got all those same vibes of those good. I don't want to just write it off as a ghost movie because because I'm not gonna spoil it, but there's a twist that happens, a twist, because we always gotta do those, that kind of takes it out of the just a haunted house ghost movie, but for all intents and purposes, we'll just call it a horror movie. It's a haunted house horror movie. So the basic premise is pretty much this guy is down on his luck. He's really lost his faith with the Jewish faith, and he really needs money right now. So, and sometimes during the time when someone's passed away, I guess in the Jewish faith and the Hasidic faith, when someone dies, there has to be someone watching the body for 24 hours at all times so that the person can pass into the afterlife peacefully without being attacked by demons or anything like that. Pretty much leading up until they get to where they can be placed into, their burial. Well, sometimes people, they can't get someone, so they get someone who has been like, who I guess you would say who is an exorcist. So, because that's what it is. It's a Jewish exorcist that sits there, and for a certain amount of money, they'll make the passage. And anyway, they'll sit there and they'll watch and make sure that the spirit can pass over into the next world. And as he's waiting there for that amount of time, a lot of crazy, I got to be very vague because for people that are interested and that might want to see it, I don't want to ruin it for them because it's a slow burn movie, but it's a very good, it's very creepy. Like, if you have your lights off, especially for those of you who aren't, horror may not be your thing all the time. If you have the lights off and you're by yourself, it can get you looking behind your back, kind of going like, getting the goosebumps on your shoulder and the hair standing on end. It'll get you if you don't watch it. So, especially if you've had a couple in you might be turning your back. But overall, I think this is going to be a very good contender for what might be one of the best horror movies right now this year. I mean, this and Psycho Gorman, they're duking it out pretty heavy right now. So that's why I said you guys need to step it up. Conjuring, you better step it up. Even you, James Wan, you better step it up with that Malignant movie that you're doing this year. Everybody better. Quiet Place Part 2, you all need to step it up because these indie movies that are not as big, they're not screwing around. They're coming for the jugular, especially in the COVID timeline that they had to wait. That's another reason why this movie was probably delayed, because the initial time it was going to be released in mass release, COVID hit, so they're not playing around anymore. So you big budget horror movies better step it the fuck up, or you're gonna get eaten alive.
Mhm.
I give this movie. I don't really want to give this movie a score because this movie's really good. But if I had to gun to head, I'd give it an 8.95 out of 10. It's very high. I would even on a good day give it a 9 out of 10. So I highly recommend it. You can find it on. You'll have to rent it because, like I said, it's right now. It's a movie in theater. You can find it on Vudu for like $7 at $6.99, and you can find it on Amazon Prime and rent it. But you can rent it right now. So wherever you can rent movies, it's out there. So.
Cool.
I'm looking forward to that one, bro. Like I remember
It's good. It's really good.
I told you I showed like when I showed you the previews for it, like it just creeped me the hell out when I saw the previews. I was like, the kind of like thrillers and horror movies that I like watching, like things that make my skin crawl, is similar, something like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I think you'll like this one because of that and the simple fact that this movie kind of makes you do some critical inward looking in yourself by the time it's over, and you go, "Oh shit!" It's actually a movie with a message that doesn't hammer it over your head and bludgeon you to death. By the time you're done with it, you really do want to do some critical thinking into yourself because the movie hits you like that. So it's a high recommendation for me.
That's cool, man.
Awesome.
Thanks,
Alrighty.
man.
So we also got the 4th episode of The Bad Batch this week. And it was titled Cornered, where the Batch's supply run goes awry. It was cool. I really liked it. And we got an introduction to spoilers. Well, not really spoilers. You saw her in the trailer. Fennec Shand, who was also first introduced in The Mandalorian season 1. And then we got reintroduced to her in season 2. Of course, working with Boba Fett. So in this episode, seems like she's hired by someone to track down Omega.
Who do you think it is, by the way, Mike?
I'm thinking Boba Fett, but maybe not. I don't know.
So you're thinking she's working. So I obviously this is like the logical answer. I think the community, oh my gosh, I can't even say it. The long neck people.
Kamino.
Yeah, thank you.
What's it? So Lama Su.
Lama Su, yeah.
What's the other one's name?
Oh my gosh.
She's got a sexy ass voice. Like she's got ASMR like voice. Like I could listen to that voice every fucking time. I don't know why.
Agreed, man.
Yes, Master Jedi. And I was like, ooh.
I think it's just logical answer is it's them. But then my secondary answer thinks it's Maul, because right now he'd be running or he's still in control of the crime syndicates.
Black Sun
well, he had 3, I think, at the end in Clone Wars season 7. You see him talking to at least 3 or 4 clans that he's in charge of.
Right.
So I don't know. We'll see. I'm kind of curious.
Right. Lama Su, and I think it's Nala Se is the other comedian one. Yeah. Who's got the sexy ASMR voice. By the way, we got a bone to pick.
Oh yeah, so this is well deserved.
There we go.
From our last, I don't know why I didn't do it while we were recording. Of course, we usually when we're like, let's face off, like who's right. So we had a discussion last week where you mentioned that Uncle Owen said, or Owen Lars said he was the half brother of Anakin Skywalker, but when I looked at the scene again, he does say, I guess I'm your stepbrother in episode 2 Attack of the Clones. So it wasn't half brother, but I guess I'm your stepbrother. So, but yeah, for a second there when we were talking about it, like I also started thinking like, holy shit, did he really say that? So, but yeah.
So 40 lashes is the punishment, right?
Now turn in your card, man.
Yeah,
my Star Wars
please
card,
return, surrender your Star Wars fan card. So here's the line.
Because fucking like even I knew it was a stepbrother.
Lars. This is my girlfriend, Baru.
Hello.
Hello.
I guess I'm your stepbrother. I had a
Yep.
feeling
There
you
you
might
go.
show up someday.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Yeah.
I'm ready. I'm already bending over for you, Mike. Here you go. I get
Bring the
4
lightsaber paddle.
Yeah. Ooh, that's kind of hot.
Pinky.
Oh boy.
Only if Kuya does it though.
It's okay. I'll use the farce.
But yeah, yeah. So I thought it was like, oh, okay. So, but yeah, we're gonna get them back in that Obi-Wan Kenobi series. And speaking of Space Wizards news,
Hell yeah.
this was news to Star Wars fans and pop culture fans this week, but this wasn't really news in the world of Lucasfilm. This was already happening since last year, and they were just like, "Oh, we just updated our website. You guys just think it's news."
Wait. This is the good news, not the other news, right?
This is good news.
This is the good
Okay.
news.
Okay,
So, from Variety.com, The Mandalorian executive producer Dave Filoni's new job at Lucasfilm isn't actually new, but fans on Twitter got excited anyway. Not just fans on Twitter, but also some of the cast members from The Mandalorian, aka Ming-Na as Fennec Shand, tweeted something, and so did Bo-Katan. What's her face? Katie Sackhoff? Yeah. So on the website, on the Lucasfilm site, it does say that Dave Filoni is now also, looking for my screenshot here, I want to make sure it's right. Of course, Variety doesn't share the screenshot, and I'm making me do
Executive
work.
creative director, I think. That's what it
I
says.
think, yeah, it's creative.
Executive creative director.
Yes. Yep. Executive creative director. So that wasn't new, but a lot of fans who've been wanting, what's her face, Kathleen Kennedy, to be fired or step down or whatever, quit her job. We're like, oh, he's taking over KK's job. I'm like,
No, he's not.
fuck nuts. She probably promoted him. She gave that job to him. Like, you guys are not, like, come on. These are the same people who are not clearly over The Last Jedi yet, and the same people who want Gina Carano back in The Mandalorian. Like, I'm like, you guys, like, are you guys not paying attention? So, and then not crossing over, but related to that, in the Variety article, it does mention that the spin-off show, the Star Wars Mandalorian spin-off show, Rangers of the New Republic, is currently not in production or not in development. So, yeah. So Rangers of the New Republic is not currently in active development. So it seems
So since you brought it up, what was the bad news that Kuya was talking about?
About Captain Karen being Luke Skywalker's
so
wife.
that's
Mara
not
Jade
really,
shit?
that's not necessarily official or legit news, but it is a lot of fan sites like, ooh, Brie Larson's gonna play Mara Jade.
Hey,
We got this covered.
So this is the perfect reason why fucking Luke went to Act 2 to fucking be a hermit, just because hey, you know what? Do I have to put up with this fucking bitch? Fuck that. I'm out of here.
I don't know. What to me it would have made sense had they already introduced Mara Jade in the sequel trilogy.
I know,
when
but
they had a kid. They had a kid. But they didn't go that way. And I mean, it would have been since Disney, more specifically, what's his name? Bob Iger pretty much screwed over George Lucas.
Yeah.
Initially from The Force Awakens. They should have really added Mara Jade in there because George Lucas hates Mara Jade. And if they really wanted to fuck with what he had, they should have introduced Mara Jade. And then, and Rey could have been the daughter. But no, she had to be a Palpatine. And when she fucking says, "Who are you?" The random lady says, "Who are you?"
I'm a Skywalker.
I'm Rey Skywalker. And it was like, fuck, you're not. I mean, it could have been an easy fix, but no, she's a Palpatine. Or she could have been a Kenobi, but no, she's a Palpatine. And when she fucking says, "I'm Skywalker," like, it's the most controversial line of dialogue in the last fucking 10 years.
Should have
Holy
said like
shit.
Ray Fett. Call me Fett.
Ray Fett.
Yeah.
Shoot, that would have made
man.
more sense, man. Jeez.
Yeah. God. But yeah.
Yeah.
So
Fucking
yeah,
cat.
Rangers of the New Republic is not currently in active development.
Yeah, that should be Bill Burr's baby now, man. Like
Dude,
that
that would be
character
kinda
would be
cool.
amazing.
Yeah,
Honestly.
that would be kind of cool.
Be like a Band of Brothers type of thing, like a Bad Batch only live action.
There you go. Then you get like
That'd be
Bill
kinda
Burr
cool.
and some random ex-stormtroopers. That'd be awesome, dude.
And then like the
That
little banter between like an ex Imperial and then an ex Rebel. That'd be kind of cool. Like
Dude,
having
I
like
just want more Bill Burr, man. He was so good. I want more of his character in this show or in Star Wars.
Yep.
I mean, shit. I have to agree with Jester again. Fuck. God damn it. No, fuck it. No, I don't want Bill Burr then. Fuck it.
Liar.
No, I'm just kidding. I do. He's amazing.
So yeah, it does mention here Filoni's new position was seen as one of many promotions that are announced internally but not made public. And it appears the company was caught off guard by the enthusiastic response to a standard, if overdue, update to its website.
Change
At
it
one
again to
point on
Chosen One,
Thursday.
man.
Well, yeah, he is the direct descendant from George Lucas.
AKA
So-
Chosen One.
And that's why the fans love him. The fans love him. He's done great work. He's proven his worth. He's now working on his live action Ahsoka series. So when that wraps up, I think he's more than ready to tackle his first Star Wars feature film. So
Featuring the little kid, with the fucking
Broom Boy?
mop. Yeah, Broom Boy.
Well,
That'd be
that's
amazing.
Ryan Johnson's. That's Ryan Johnson.
Hey, but that would be amazing if Filoni said, "Hey, you know what? I'm gonna fucking bless Ryan by giving Broom Boy some love here."
Dude,
be cool.
No more Ryan Johnson mess ups now because the creative director is on the case now.
No, then that's fine. But at least Broom Boy will get some shine. You know what I mean?
Dude, I don't care if they make a story about Broom Boy. I just dude, stop messing with beloved characters, my guy.
Yeah,
So,
like Brie
speaking-
Larson becoming Marge. That's fucking with like a whole lot of the fandom right there.
I just think her acting is so flat and stupid that I just would rather not her be in another movie.
She's gonna be when she's introduced, she's gonna be like, "Hey, Luke Skywalker, got something for me?"
Oh my gosh, dude.
It's
My butthole
is that your
will shrivel
lightsaber,
up.
or are you happy to see me?
Oh my god. Dude. Talk about instant buzzkill, bro.
Right? Force
my
choke
junk will
me.
just shrivel up.
Right? Force choke me. And I was like, force choke me.
She's gonna be flying the X-wing. She's gonna be like, "Higher, further, faster, baby."
Force choke me right now, daddy.
I'm gonna fall on my lightsaber, dude. So stupid.
So speaking of Ryan Johnson, he's been adding more to his Knives Out 2 cast. So Leslie Odom Jr. and Kate Hudson have joined the cast of Knives Out.
Kate Hudson did it.
Huh?
She's the killer.
Kate Hudson or Catherine Hahn? Maybe it's both of them.
No.
Agatha all along.
Agatha would be too obvious. So it's Kate Hudson.
By the
Yeah.
way, while we were recording last Sunday, the MTV Movie Awards were going on.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, 20 years ago, the MTV Movie Awards were actually really fun to watch. I used to record them on VHS. I had fun with the parodies that they had. They parodied, the hosts would always parody a scene from the popular movie. Like in 1999, they had of course the Phantom Menace. So what's her name from Friends? Phoebe from Friends.
Yeah, Phoebe.
She was standing in as Anakin, and she was speaking to Yoda and Mace Windu. And then
How feel you?
they also did Matrix Reloaded.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake was
And
Stifler.
Shauna, yeah.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake and Stifler were the chosen ones, and Will Ferrell was
the architect.
the
Yeah.
architect. Yeah,
I said ergo.
Listen to me, correctly.
yeah, And those are really funny. Those, and then they also did Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, the 2002 Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire. Jack Black was Spider-Man. He's like, I feel something in my arachnids. And then he did the upside down kiss with Sarah Michelle Gellar, who played Mary Jane Watson.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you YouTube those, the earlier 2000 ones were really funny and really hilarious. They also had Mummy Returns, where
didn't they do like Lord of the Rings too?
They did Lord of the Rings. Yes,
Yeah.
Jack Black was had the ring, the one ring.
It's a gift.
Right
yes,
on his Prince Albert.
Fucking, it was funny. I think did what's that annoying fucking late night guy? The one with the killer band. What's his name?
Not Fallon, right? You're talking about
Jimmy Fallon.
Jimmy Fallon with the Roots.
Yeah, like, like you have done that yourself. You know when they did the scene. Well,
Yeah.
the fifth.
Yeah.
You want me the fifth? You know, they were
man.
just making fun of that one.
But yeah,
That
so
was hilarious.
speaking of most recent MTV Movie Awards, of course, best performance for a series, I think it was Elizabeth Olsen for WandaVision. That's a given. Best villain, Catherine Hahn won it. So DC did not win anything, but the one that I was really surprised about was the best fight scene. Of course, WandaVision still won it, compared to the Justice League fight with Steppenwolf at the end battle scene. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Y'all are, but of course, people voted. So of course, everyone voted for WandaVision because the witch battle was just, and it was cool. I gotta say, it was cool, but not as cool as the Justice motherfucking League coming together and Superman coming to save the day when Steppenwolf tries to cut Cyborg in half, and Superman cuts in there and says, "Not impressed." So I don't know. That like was disappointing, but oh well, whatever. And then moving on, HBO Max has announced that they are working on, or Warner Brothers and DC as well. They're working on a brand new Batman Caped Crusader animated series, and also a My Adventures with Superman animated series. So I mean, Batman is no surprise. He always gets an animated series anyway. Unlike Superman, Superman's like, oh, Superman got one. But the Batman animated series, so from the HollywoodReporter.com, this will be from J.J. Abrams and Matt Reeves.
Oh yeah, Jar Jar.
Yeah, and this will also be Bruce Timm, who is also responsible for reimagining Batman for the Batman animated series, will also be working on this. So the fact that Bruce Timm is involved is a big deal, because a lot of hardcore Batman animated series fans recognize that name, because he brought Batman the animated series, Superman the animated series, and the Justice League animated series to life. So looking forward to that. And then as far as the My Adventures with Superman, that one will land on HBO Max and Cartoon Network. So it's a new family-friendly show featuring Jack Quaid, aka Huey from The Boys, as the voice of Superman and Clark Kent. And then, so we're going to be following the adventures and romance of 20-somethings Clark Kent and Lois Lane, as well as their best friend Jimmy Olsen, as they learn how to become the hottest investigative reporting team at the Daily Planet. So Alice Lee will be playing Lois Lane. They did not mention who'll be voicing Jimmy Olsen, but no teen angst here, no kiddies, because they're only in their early 20s. So, but I am curious to get back into Superman and Lois. Been really curious about the new episodes for that one.
Is Jordan acting like a fucking angsty motherfucker?
He was playing football. I just saw a scene where he was playing football and he couldn't control his heat vision. So Clark rushed in to block his heat vision from his eyes, so like kind of absorb it. And someone said, like, why didn't Superman do this in Man of Steel and just absorb Zod's heat vision? And the simple answer was he was fucking Superman for mere hours. He wasn't like this Superman you're seeing has been Superman for fucking ever. So he's basically experienced. So anyway, HBO Max also is getting the ad-supported version. That is due to launch. So that'll be $9.99 instead of $14.99. But there will be ads, but I don't think people will mind paying less if to see some ads with it. The only difference, of course, is that it will not include any of the brand new films in theaters and on there as well. So if you want to see those day and date theatrical releases, then
you got to pay the piper.
Right. So the ad-supported $9.99 version, I'm trying to see here when it launches. They mentioned something like summer. So it shouldn't be too far off until we see that launch. But yeah, they are trying to, of course, gain more subscribers, which going back to connecting, of course, with the big news of the week, AT&T has this big merger with Discovery. So it says here, so this is from variety.com. And then really interesting quote here because this is from, let's see. In late February, the discussions took on urgency in part because Netflix and Disney released financial data indicating that their streaming platforms were growing by leaps and bounds during pandemic conditions. So Warner Media was seeing traction with HBO Max after Warner Brothers movies started to land on the service day and date with theatrical releases. So it says here, quote, with Disney accelerating at the point because of COVID, I just looked at that and thought, who could take that on? Who could be a global offering that formidable? So this is from, who is this? Zaslav, one of the executives. So he mentions that when you put us together, Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Game of Thrones, Sex and the City, HBO, and Discovery being everywhere in the world with local content, we're better together. I've been doing deals my whole life. The standard always is, are you better together? In this case, we're not just better together. We are the best media company in the world, more global than anyone else with all the news, sports, entertainment, and huge tentpoles that we bring together. Except for a fucking Henry Cavill Superman movie. But we got the Batmans. We got your Robert Pattinson Batman coming next year. But no Ben Affleck Batman because you guys want more of that. But we're not going to give you more of that shit because why? Why would we? So, but we'll do Black Superman, Black Clark Kent Superman. So, but you won't get your Henry Cavill Superman because you like that guy. But he's gonna. By the way, Henry Cavill is looks like he's moving on. He's basically landed a deal to do a reboot of Highlander. Highlander or Highlander? Highlander. The Scottish brogue.
Which I am pleased to hear that he will be, or he's in negotiations for it at least.
I think it's confirmed because he posted it on his Instagram.
It's confirmed he's got the role.
Yeah. Well,
dang.
I don't think he wouldn't post it on his Instagram. Like he's already doing research.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
I think it'd be great then. I wonder if he's playing so is he playing the main good guy or the bad guy?
Playing the good guy.
Nice.
Yep.
You should play the bad guy just for change it up.
I was gonna say he'd be probably a great bad guy. But hey, you know what? What would be better if we brought back my man Mr. Krabs for the role again?
Clancy Brown.
Yep.
Clancy Brown.
The Kurgan. I need to see those films. I haven't seen it.
Yep. Okay. Watch the first one. That's it. Don't touch anything else.
We should.
No.
You know
The
what
first
we
one
should bring
and
back.
the Final Dimension are the best ones.
Christopher Lambert,
maybe
Sean
Final
Connery.
Dimension.
Sean Connery was in the first film.
Yeah, he was the original Highlander. I am the original Highlander.
Yeah, so this one is from Deadline.
So he's gonna be Connor McLeod.
Connor McLeod.
Oh, Connor McLeod.
Yeah. It says here he's in talks, but when he posted it on his Instagram, that's more than confirmation that he's got it. He's bagged it. And he also mentioned like he's researching his Scottish roots. So, so
Watch tomorrow they come out. It's like some left out of it, like Shia LaBeouf gets the part and shit. Like,
so it says here, Lionsgate reboot of Highlander with John Wick director Chad Stahelski helming. Carrie Williamson is penned the script, and then so they are going forward with it. The original 1986 Highlander pick starred Christopher Lambert, Sean Connery, and Clancy Brown as immortal beings, hunting down one another and collecting more power. The film, with its "there can only be one" catchphrase, spawned 4 sequels and 3 television series, including the popular USA series starring Adrian Paul.
yep.
The plot of this latest take is unknown, as is whether Cavill will be playing a brand new character to the universe or a character from previous projects. The reboot has been gestating for a while, with everyone from Ryan Reynolds to Justin Lin involved at some point. But sources say these latest pieces coming together put this film into position to get into production. So for Cavill, it gives him yet another franchise with a large fan base after starring roles in major tentpoles like Man of Steel and Mission Impossible Fallout. He is currently filming the 2nd season of Netflix The Witcher, which they actually wrapped that one. So, and he's also set to return as Sherlock Holmes in the sequel to Netflix Enola Holmes with Millie Bobby Brown returning.
That was actually not bad. I saw that. I saw that one. Yeah.
Enola Holmes, yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't as annoying as she was in Godzilla versus Kong.
I need to check it out.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
And for those who are interested, if you want to see the first Highlander film, it is on Tubi and Vudu for free. So.
Oh boy.
Is it not still on Amazon Prime for free as well?
Pinhead, do you remember who did the theme song?
Queen,
right?
Yeah.
I knew it. Fucking
Princes of the Universe.
It was
Queen.
awesome.
I remember the theme song. That one I remember.
Here we are.
Yeah, it was badass.
Born to be king. Yeah, it's Queen.
Alrighty.
I want to watch Highlander again now.
So this one is from IndieWire.com. Dune released confusion. Warner Brothers says Denis Villeneuve's epic still set for HBO Max plan. The film is tipped to have its world premiere at the 2021 Venice Film Festival.
Okay.
So it says here, Denis Villeneuve's science fiction epic Dune remains set for a hybrid release October 1st, in which the movie will open in theaters on the same day it becomes available to stream on HBO Max for 31 days. Confusion over the Dune release ignited after Deadline reported May 17 that Warner Brothers was reversing its decision. The studio announced in December 2020 that its entire 2021 film slate would receive the hybrid release model, leading to backlash from top Warner Brothers filmmakers such as Christopher Nolan and Villeneuve himself.
Villeneuve himself.
Yep. But I guess, at first I thought, as I shared it in our group thread, they said that nope, it's going straight to theaters. And then it went back to nope, it's going to theaters and HBO Max. Still. So
nothing has changed, right?
Nothing has changed as far as it's,
the movie is done, right? They wrapped it, right?
Done. The movie's
right?
done.
They wrapped it.
Yeah.
They've already had 2 rows of test screenings already. The movie is finished.
Okay.
I just need to receive it. That is all that I need in my life right now is to receive that movie.
No more fun and games.
Well, at first I thought when they said it's just going exclusively to the theaters, that would be good. At least keep it, for 45 days in theaters so that everyone who wants to see it will go to the theaters and support it. So the box office will at least, make that money, and then it can go to HBO Max. So whoever wants to wait or whoever wants to see it, to stream it. But no, they're still going with you're getting it. You can see it at home. You can see it in the theater. Take your pick. So,
hey, I'm glad because I'm glad I keep it to where I can see it at home because I don't need people seeing me playing with myself while I'm watching Dune.
You're gonna be playing with your sandworm.
Yeah, playing with my sandworm. Doing my inner Baron Harkonnen. I don't need that. They'll know.
Alrighty. So yeah, looking forward to that. Don't forget Christian Bale playing a sandworm. Gonna be performance.
I heard he's really bulking up this time.
Mike,
Yeah.
my Annika saw the previews for it first time a couple of days ago for Dune,
Uh-huh.
and she says like this would be a nice movie to watch like the first time in the movies,
Yeah.
like in the movie, and I'm like, well, it opens late in the year, and she was like, yeah, let's just hope like it's like one of those social distancing theaters and all that stuff.
Are theaters already open in Arizona?
Some of them are.
Okay.
Again, it's still like with the like half half capacity and all that
Right,
shit.
right. They haven't gone. Yeah, 100%.
But like we do have places like we have AMC that does the your group is like right here, and then it's far away from the other group and all that
Right,
stuff.
right. Yeah.
So there's
Yep.
like selected seating. So that'd be kind of cool because like when she saw it, like at first she was like, "Oh God, it's Timothy Chalamet and
She doesn't like.
Zendaya." Yeah, and then she's like, "Oh, and Zendaya." Oh, right. It's like just keep watching, keep watching, keep watching. As soon as she saw Jason Momoa, she was like,
Of
"Okay,
course.
all right."
Although I gotta say, and I know it's a shock, I would be remiss to say Dune probably won't be my most anticipated, excited movie in October. So
Oh, really?
if things work out correctly.
What's the other one?
Dune the porno.
Nope.
Halloween
Halloween Kills. If things work out, Halloween Kills is supposed to be coming out the 15th of October.
Interesting.
That's if
Right.
we don't get another,
That's
No.
right. Interesting. All righty. Well, since we're on the topic of box office and movies, let me tell you about a film that's doing really well overseas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. So this is
I
from
wonder what it is.
Variety.com. Box office F9, aka Fast 9, zooming to huge $160 million plus debut overseas.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone else around the world loves those fast cars, and those Americans in their fast cars, like, yeah. Oh man. So the ninth installment in Universal's Fast and Furious franchise is speeding toward a pandemic era box office record. The film has generated $127 million at the international box office and is expected to gross more than $160 million through Sunday. So F9 opened in 8 foreign markets this week, including Korea, Hong Kong, Russia, and the Middle East, and China. So in China alone, the film has collected $105 million through Saturday, marking the biggest start for a Hollywood movie in pandemic times. So that's really interesting for what seems to be the final film in the Fast Saga. I don't know.
It's the final one, just like it's the last Conjuring. Like, these movies gobble up the box office, and it's not a surprise. Like, this is not a shock. So there's gonna be 20 more. Like,
they have to at least
change the title to The Toretto's Family.
No, that
Family
meme
3.
It's gonna be that meme that's been going on forever. The Fast 10 your seatbelts. That's what it's gonna be.
Oh man, we gotta get to 10. We gotta get at least to 10.
Yeah, because we gotta get in space. That's the next step. We need to get to space.
And that would be a missed opportunity to not call it Fast 10. And that's with the slogan, fasten your seatbelts.
Yeah, Fast 10 your seatbelts, Fast 9, and I don't know. I can't think of anything else that rhymes with 9.
Oh boy. But hey,
Fast 9 and Nut. I don't know.
It's good to see a film doing really well overseas. So, and apparently A Quiet Place Part 2 is tracking to do even better than the first film as well for early ticket sales.
Baby.
Yeah. Yep. So moving on to
interesting.
Oh,
yeah.
well, speaking of, I did make a Fast and Furious TikTok from that meme that's been going around.
Oh shit.
So enjoy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I saw that. I gotta do one too. I want to do one.
Yeah, it's so funny.
And by the way, the first film, the one that started it all, is still on HBO Max. So check it out. It's pretty cool. 20 years ago, when they were stealing VCRs, combo TV VCRs.
Dude.
Dude, I almost had you, dude.
I like the tuna here. Nobody likes the tuna here. Well, I do.
I get my keys and your respect,
Oh
bruh.
God, my dad's Jetta is. I'm supposed to beat a fucking souped up Supra.
I don't have the cash, but I got the pink slip to my car. And if I win, I want the respect. Oh man. Alrighty. So moving on to some controversial opinion from comicbook.com. Shrek fans celebrate 20th anniversary and are furious over a review calling the film unfunny. Which of course,
Pinhead, was that you? Was that
Pinhead
you?
was probably behind it. So it says here.
He's putting on his hat. He's ready. He's ready.
Unfunny, huh?
So Tuesday is the 20th anniversary. This was last Tuesday, 20th anniversary of Shrek's release. And most of the internet is celebrating the momentous occasion. Most everyone, of course, except one critic who penned an op-ed calling the Mike Myers-led classic, quote, an unfunny and overrated low for blockbuster animation.
Amen, buddy. Amen. Hip hip hooray.
Wow. So the Guardian Scott Tobias is the one who wrote the piece that caught the attention of those on Twitter. On Twitter, you know.
Should know better.
Exactly. Saying the fairy tale fueled movie is just way too unrealistic to be a major force in the world of animation. Really?
Unrealistic.
Wow. Wow.
No doy.
Oh,
Yeah, but
Shrek-
octopus tentacles as raping Japanese women is pretty cool.
But
So, here we go.
With
Fuck
vampires.
those guys.
Quote, Shrek has an outhouse with a working toilet. End quote. The critic starts his piece with lambasting the franchise, one with dragons, talking cats, and an ogre as its lead, for not doing enough to create accurate plumbing.
What? This guy was overthinking it way too hard, dog.
He's trolling.
Shut up.
So he goes on, quote, Shrek is a terrible movie. It's not funny. It looks awful. It would influence many unfunny, awful-looking computer comedies that copied its formula of glib self-reference and sickly sweet sentimentality. 3 of those terrible movies were sequels to Shrek, and 1 was a spin-off with a sequel in the works. The curse has eased but not lifted. Wow.
That's my kind of guy.
So Ellie Rudd tweeted, my favorite thing about that Guardian review of Shrek is that he launches straight into concept of plumbing being unrealistic in a story where a talking donkey has children with a eyeshadow wearing dragon.
Yep.
Oh man,
It's like Batman fans saying that Batman would win against Superman in a fight. It's the same premise.
This guy just sounds so much fun at parties, dude.
Yeah.
What a party pooper, bro.
I think people fail to realize they pitched Shrek to Disney and Disney rejected it. And that's why and at that time I think it was Michael Eisner who was heading Disney, or one of the big wigs there. And just to kind of fire back at Michael Eisner, they made Shrek look like Michael Eisner on purpose.
Well, I also know that Shrek was the dumpster fire, and as far as the productive team was being discussed. So at the same time, if you remember, Prince of Egypt, the DreamWorks animation movie, was being made at the same time, and at that time they were at the peak of their animation, beautiful animation.
Yeah,
if you remember that movie. And it I guess the story or the rumor was that if an animator was screwing up too bad on the DreamWorks project Prince of Egypt, they would get sent to go work on Shrek. And so literally there was a phrase of, you're going to get Shrek'd if you don't, shape up.
Holy shit.
So I thought that was hilarious.
Well, look who got the sequels. There's no Prince of Egypt sequel.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, like there's no fucking need for a sequel for the Prince of Egypt, right?
Well,
No,
I
there's
know,
not.
but I'm speaking commercially. Like, who got more
Jesus
job
Christ, Mike.
security.
Well, it's Shrek is definitely the one that was way more remembered than Prince of
Right,
Egypt,
that too.
so
But then from the Prince of Egypt, I gotta have like that beautiful film and the soundtrack as well.
oh yeah,
Because the songs. I mean, when you get Mariah Carey and
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston
Yep.
together, I mean,
it was great.
it's perfect combo right there.
Yeah.
And it's perfect Easter viewing. So
It's all right.
it's alright. Yeah,
I'd rather,
there's teen angst and Prince of Egypt.
I'd rather watch the Passion of the Christ. There's more violence.
Oh
Oh my
God.
gosh, dude, that's
I saw that once in the theater, and what
Yeah.
what creeped me out was Satan. Satan creeped me out. It was
Ah.
played by a woman, and
Oh,
just the
yeah.
voice
Yep.
and
Oh, it looked like powder, right? Like
The look.
like there's no eyebrows. It's
much
like, it's
worse
very
than
very
powder.
pale.
Holy shit, that was creepy as fuck, dude.
It was alright. It wasn't
Oh, Mel
like
Gibson.
I felt like I was gonna go to hell because I was eating and fucking having fun, like watching that shit, dude. Like it was like I was like, like I was just eating like popcorn and drinking my soda, and the weirdest thing about Passion of the Christ is like that's the only movie that I've seen that at the end of the movie everybody just got up and left. No one said a fucking word. Like nobody said like, "Oh, that was a good movie," or that was shit, that was bullshit, that was whatever. Everybody just got up at the same time.
left.
No eye contact with each other. Just went fucking
Oh,
away.
jeez.
Fucking zombies.
Or something. I don't know.
I remember there was a lot of things happening when that film was out.
Oh yeah.
There was a guy who confessed to murder after seeing that film. He
Yeah,
turned
I
himself in the
remember that.
cops. Yeah.
Yep.
And then Jim Caviezel, who played Jesus Christ, was struck by lightning when he was
Yeah.
on the crucifix.
Mm.
I was like,
Oh my
holy
gosh,
shit.
dude.
Yeah.
Now he's out
Yeah.
crusading for adrenochrome. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I remember there was buzz about the next this was before Superman Returns. Jim Caviezel was was talked about to play Superman, and I could see it like
Interesting.
at the time.
that
Like
would have been okay.
yeah, he would have been. I thought he would have been a cool Superman.
Oh, instead of Brandon
Especially in
Routh.
that style of Superman, I think he would have made a perfect Superman.
Right.
Yeah, like the little introspective one. Like the
Yeah.
little
Yep. All righty. Other than that, I'm trying to see if I'm missing anything else. Oh, here's one that I thought was like, interesting. So this is from superherohype.com. Kevin Feige reflects on casting the Ancient One in Doctor Strange. So he does regret. He does express regret that they should have. So it says here. Let's see. During Marvel's creative renaissance in the 1960s, many of their characters were considered progressive given the politics of the decade. But in hindsight, a few of the company's creations have proven to be somewhat problematic. That includes the Ancient One, whose stereotypical depiction has prompted a sweeping reappraisal of his creator's intentions in recent years. So when the time came to cast the Ancient One in 2016's Doctor Strange, Marvel attempted to skirt controversy by overhauling the character's backstory and casting Tilda Swinton in the role. Unfortunately, Swinton's casting was met with numerous claims of whitewashing, and now Kevin Feige is reflecting on the studio's decision. The MCU boss recently spoke with Men's Health for a cover story profiling Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings star Simu Liu, because the film is hitting theaters at a time when on-screen portrayals of the AAPI community are under intense scrutiny. The conversation inevitably steered towards Marvel's history with Asian American representation. And it sounds like Feige wishes he had handled the Ancient One differently. So, quote, "We thought we were being so smart and so cutting edge," said Feige. "We're not going to do the cliche of the wizened old wise Asian man, but it was a wake-up call to say, well, wait a minute. Is there any other way to figure it out? Is there any other way to both not fall into the cliche and cast an Asian actor? And the answer to that, of course, is yes." once we finished what we call now the Infinity Saga, we rolled up our sleeves and said, okay, what's next? What are we going to kick off next? Added Feige, the next sort of evolution in the MCU post our first big saga, and that's why Shang-Chi was at the very top of that list. It should have been what's her face? Scarlett Johansson.
What?
But she was also already playing Black Widow. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, Josh Brolin was playing Thanos.
That's true.
Oh, he's gonna play Cable too.
Oh, but that's a Fox movie, so that's different.
Well, yeah, but then you got Gemma Chan, who was in Captain Marvel, and now she's in the Eternals. Same universe.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably because Feige was fucking Tilda, so that's why he gave her the job.
Right?
Hey, man.
I kind of liked her.
I mean, like, to be honest with you, there was only one perfect old man for the job, but he passed away a long time before they created Doctor Strange.
Who did?
Mako, Uncle Iroh from Avatar: The Last Air. He would have been the perfect
been
Asian
cool.
one.
Awesome.
Yeah, that would have been great, actually. Yeah.
I would have just gone with
Right.
Pai Mei from Kill Bill.
Ah, fuck no, not Gordon Liu. He's too much of an action star. No, but like Mako would have been perfect because like he had that calm,
The
voice.
tone
that,
would be
the little,
set. Yeah, I agree.
And then plus like, just seeing him and then hearing Uncle Iroh's voice again would be awesome. It's like,
You can make me want to watch Avatar again, man.
go ahead and watch it, man.
I'm gonna. I watched the first season of Legend of Korra again because I liked Amon a lot.
Yeah,
I never finished Korra. I never finished that one.
It sucked, dude. The
Yeah.
first season's great because of
it's the
I love
teenage angst, Mike. That's the reason why people don't like it.
Well, yeah,
Like, I'm actually serious about it. Like when I say
No,
teenage angst,
I agree. But
that's basically what it is.
the thing
but-
for me was just I loved the idea of pro bending, and
Yeah.
then they throw it away after season 1, and I'm like, dude, I really like that. That
Like,
was another
the
thing.
people that are bending are actually doing jobs as benders.
Right, and I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. I don't know. It was just a lot of cool things that season 1 had to offer, and then it all ended, and then after that, it was like season
And
2
then
was
it became the
boring.
spiritual one, and then like season
Oh, so
three.
boring.
Season 3 was actually kind of cool because like the airbenders came back. So that was-
Right.
Hey, you guys always everybody's always talking this fucking show up.
Avatar.
The Last Airbender is
Yes,
fucking
like
great.
everywhere I go,
That's
people
great.
will shut the fuck
No.
up about it.
No, not the
Not the
movie.
that.
The movie sucks balls.
I know
Yeah.
that. I've seen the
So-
yeah,
stupid
but the
fucking
cartoon
movie.
series, yeah. The
Yeah.
cartoon series is good.
It's
Where is
for
it?
for
Netflix right now.
it's on
It's on
Netflix.
All right.
I mean, for what it's worth, is actually a really good. Again, the thing that people get out of it is just the fact that in that world nobody was perfect. Even though there are
Right.
perfect people there. In a sense, like the purity of things, like Zuko's hero redemption is absolutely magnificent in that.
Yeah.
And he's not even like the best character. The best character for me is Uncle Iroh.
Oh, dude.
He
But
he
see,
he,
but
he was
without
the
him-
purest. He was the purest out of all of them.
Yeah, but without that's what's so great about it is without him, Zuko would never become what he became.
Yeah. It was good, but then everybody was just like, oh, fucking Zuko and Katara should the Zutara stands and the Aang's whatever stands and shit. I'm like, nobody cares about the romance.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I didn't either.
We care about the story itself. It was amazing.
I love the dragon dance with him
Oh,
and
yeah.
Aang, dude. Like, oh my gosh, it was great. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't know how we got on this subject, Mike. Sorry, we'll go
Well,
back.
you're good. No, you're good. I actually need to finish the Avatar: The Last Airbender series. I don't remember the final season. I need to finish that one. But Pinhead, Dave Filoni also
Flame
worked
Neo,
on
man.
the first season or first 2 seasons. Dave Filoni's
What?
name.
He was
on
he
the
was
credits.
sprinkled out through the whole thing. Actually, he would be.
Yeah,
he would
he
be
was
the director.
he was all over the place in
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And knowing the fact he said Mako is in it, and
Oh.
I see in the cast Rufio's in it too.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
Rufio's
Dude, he plays
Rufio's
Zuko.
pretty Zuko, man.
that's Zuko.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have to check this shit out.
Bro,
Oh,
like,
It's really good.
We're not hyping it up like Invincible, but it's pretty good.
I know. Well, it's what you wouldn't get the blame because everybody that I've talked to, even Kyle and everybody that
Oh yeah.
that is so great.
There's a lot of arguments also in the cartoon world that a lot of Japanese people consider this as anime.
Yeah.
And that
Clancy
would.
Brown's in it. So
yeah, Clancy Brown's in it.
Dude, he plays a great villain in this one too.
Yeah.
I'm sold now.
Bro, like
And Jason Isaac. Okay.
Yeah, There's a lot of
like
people in it.
they were saying like a lot of otaku fans, like otaku is just like the nerd,
Yeah, I know.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's split down the middle.
Really?
Like when you say like, oh, is Avatar the Last Airbender anime? Everybody was like, no, because it's not made in Japan. And then like and then they explained like other things too. Well, this wasn't made in Japan. Why is it considered anime?
Mm.
Yep.
And then everybody was like, well, it's just
It was a Korean studio, if I'm not mistaken, that animated it. Correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good, but again, for the people that believe that this movie or this series is an anime, is like myself, I think of it as an anime. It's amazing. It's an amazing anime. But I can't explain why I think it's an anime, because like the animes that I love, a lot of people don't.
Right.
Because it's I'm not a fan. I'm not the popular whatever. Like, oh, I like Naruto, I like Bleach, whatever. I don't give a shit
Yeah.
about those ones. I love the old school fucking anime series.
Dude, did you know that Mark Hamill almost didn't take the role for Firelord Ozai?
What?
Yeah, he didn't.
Because when he was reading the script, he was like, "This might be too smart for kids, and it won't take off." But he's like, I took the gamble, because he was saying that in an interview, it was like the kids weren't the ones coming up to him; it was the adults that watched him with their kids.
Yep.
They were like, "Dude, like, I thank you so much for doing this. This is a great show. I watch it with my kid all the time." And like, so I thought that was really interesting.
It was like such a deep like thing, man.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. It's an amazing fucking series.
Yeah.
And
A lot of depth.
and it's because of Teenage Angst that the second one was ruined. I'm sorry. I had to say it, but it's true.
It had other faults.
Okay.
It's
All
fucking
right.
true.
So moving on.
Yeah.
Did you guys get to check out the trailer I shared for Tresse?
Yes.
I did, yeah.
Jester, did you get to check it out?
I did not.
Oh, okay. So I'll share it again on the group thread.
Okay.
But this is the Netflix animated series based on Filipino comics that was released, I think, 2011, 2012.
Yeah, like a web comic or something, I think. Or
Yes.
was it a
And
comic?
then-
Comic? I can't remember.
So they dropped the official trailer and released the full English and Filipino voice cast for the highly anticipated Netflix original anime series, now set to premiere June 11, 2021, based on the Philippine graphic novel by Budget Tan and Kajo Baldissimo, with animation by Lex and Otis. The show is set in Manila, where mythical creatures of Philippine folklore live in hiding amongst humans, and Alexandra Tresse finds herself going head-to-head with the criminal underworld comprised of malevolent supernatural beings. So it looks badass. They first dropped the trailer in Tagalog with the Philippine voice cast, and then we got the English voice. And then there is numerous, I think in Germany they have a different cast, in Japan they also have a different cast. But the fact that they have these mythical creatures from Philippine folklore there, like, it's pretty cool, and I'm excited to see it. I definitely want to get the there's different volumes for the graphic novel, but I saw that they are on Amazon.
I really wish that they made the monsters more monstery, instead of like the way they look. They kind of look, I mean, like in my head, right? My imagination, everybody's imagination is better than what you're gonna see as a product. But like when I saw the Chanak, I was like, Like Pinhead, Chanak is like a, it's like a what? How does the legend go? Like in if a mom passes away in due to malevolent reasons or whatever,
Yeah.
the baby, if the mom is full of like negative energy or whatever, like
Yeah.
whatever, the baby turns into like a monster.
Monster baby.
Demon beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so,
That's
something like that,
awesome.
right? No,
Yeah.
no, no, something like that, right? But
Yeah.
but
Little
it looks like a
demon
fetus.
beast.
Yeah, it looks like a fetus. Like like the way that people describe it, it looks like a baby. Looks like a crawling ass baby, but with
Yeah.
claws and like razor sharp teeth and all of these things, and like a long tail that looks like an umbilical cord or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the basic description. So when I saw the Chanak on the trailer, I was like, that's not the Chanak that I remember. Like that I was thinking of, but like they, I'm glad that that this is coming out because Philippine folklore and mythology about monsters and shit, like in the Philippines, there's a lot of fucking um even today, like superstitious people, like when they pass a tree, or when they go pee, or like pee in the forest or
Or
whatever,
an empty lot. An
or an
empty
empty lot,
vacant lot. Yeah.
they say they say a phrase, makikiraan po apo, or
Tabi tabi
so
po.
tabi tabi po, or all that stuff. It's just
So,
this. It's just because like they don't want any trouble from the supernatural, in a
so in
sense.
other words, what you're telling me is Filipinos are a lot like baseball players and baseball fans.
Yeah. Pretty
In a
much.
sense, yeah. We have to sacrifice a live chicken,
Yeah.
to bat or whatever.
Yeah.
It's kind of the premise looks cool. It looks like the thing that it reminds me of is um fucking Constantine.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like like how Constantine is, like it's like kind of like in between worlds and all that stuff, just because he sees a lot of things and all that stuff. The character Alexandra Trece, she's from the line of people that are like that. Like
Okay.
she she's a healer slash warrior when it comes to things. So
Well, from the
um
Yep.
trailer he showed me, I'm intrigued because like I said earlier, I like learning about lore from anything, like especially when it's in that horror element. I
mm,
like learning about other people's lore and their fiction. I like hearing about it, so I'm looking forward to this.
yeah, I'll send you a link on YouTube about like the
Okay.
Philippine mythologies and monsters and shit.
Yeah, because I love watching videos like that.
Yeah, like there was I could have sworn in when I was in the provinces, and like up in the, not in the city, but like outside of the city.
Yeah.
um I could have sworn I saw somebody like there's a mythical creature called the capre.
Yeah.
For us, it's like it stands like 8 foot tall, 9 feet tall, or whatever, right?
Yeah. Really fucking
It's
tall.
a massive like ape like being, like whatever, massive motherfucker, hangs out in the trees and smokes a fat ass cigar.
Yeah. My dad claims to have seen one when he was a kid.
Yeah. So when
And when he
I
tells the story, holy shit, it makes my skin crawl. Like,
yeah,
wow.
when I was in the when I was in the provinces, like that, like like my cousins and I were playing outside and all that stuff. It was at night, and then I heard like go somebody go like this, psst, psst, hey, right, and then everybody fucking stopped, like what the fuck is going on? And then like you hear like like a low rumbling voice, hoy, hoy, like something like that, right? Hoy is like hey for us.
Yeah.
And then when we looked up, we saw a figure up in the trees, fucking with like and then the smoke like light lit up because like he was smoking a cigar, right? So we fucking we ran into the house. We were telling everybody, and we found out it was my uncle that was like fucking with us.
Holy
Wow,
We were
dude.
so mad. We
holy
were so
Yeah.
like we were so mad.
That's fucking hell.
Yeah, but like and then he was just it was just like, oh, you guys were you guys are scared shit. Like, oh, because you guys are weak, cowards, and
Yeah.
it was funny. but but those are kind of things that you see and all that stuff. So I'll send you a link on YouTube about like Philippine mythologies and monsters and stuff. I think you'll enjoy it because it's very informative. There's a lot of uh, every island has their own different
Yeah,
type of monster. So it's kind of weird.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm about it.
So the full English cast
Yeah,
includes
it's like
Shay Mitchell.
it's all the Filipino Americans in the industry, I think, that they
Yeah.
got.
So it's got Shay Mitchell, Griffin Poitou, Matt Yang King, John Briones, Dante Bosco is also part of this cast.
Yeah, Rufio's in it.
Yeah, Lou Diamond Phillips,
Ooh,
Darren Chris,
Hmm.
Nicole Scherzinger, Manny Jacinto.
Pussycat Doll?
Yeah, she's
There's a
half
bunch.
half German, half Filipino.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yep. And then the full Filipino language cast. There's a bunch of actors here that I don't recognize, but the one that's the most recognizable
The
one
biggest one.
is Liza Soberano, she's the biggest, one of the biggest stars right now.
She's like what do you describe her as? Like Scarlett Johansson type? Like when it comes to like notoriety, like like when you
Sure, yeah, Scarlett
like
Johansson,
like any movie will make $1 million, right? Something like
or
that.
more,
Or more, right?
yeah, definitely more. So,
Yeah, she's box office person. So
but yeah,
You know what?
the production crew,
Mm.
the production crew who worked on this is so Jay Oliva, who
Yeah.
has done storyboarding for Zack Snyder. He also worked on Justice League Dark, The Legend of Korra. And then you've got other people here who worked on the Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels, Tron Uprising, Young Justice, Batman the Killing Joke. So lots of top-notch
It's
entertainment. So
it's kind of weird that like people in the industry when it comes to animation, a lot of them are Asian Americans and Filipinos mostly. It's kind of weird. That's why when Trece was announced as an animated series, I was like, holy shit, we're gonna get every fucking Filipino sign up for this. Like like they just probably want to just draw a line saying that they were part of the show.
Good
So,
though.
what was your question, Pinhead? You said you were.
So I was gonna just because you said she was in this, and I didn't know she was a Filipino and German. Did you know what band she was in before the Pussycat Dolls?
Um,
Because she was in a band before the Pussycat Dolls.
no, I do
Oh.
not
She
remember.
was in Days of the New.
Oh, okay. Is it like heavy metal?
No, it's an alternative grunge band.
Oh, okay.
interesting.
Wow. From grunge to like pop. Interesting.
Yeah,
Yep.
and she was pretty good too. So
Hey, she has a nice voice. So
yeah, she does.
Yep. Well, that's pretty much all I got.
Yep.
Unless
did you
guys
finish
have-
Jupiter's
wanna-
Legacy already, Mike?
Which one?
Jupiter's Legacy.
I
Did you
still need to
finish
finish it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
cool.
need to finish it.
Yeah.
So they also did announce Disenchantment. It's a sequel to Enchanted. Yeah. For Disney. Or Disenchanted. Not Disenchantment. And they got
Yeah,
Amy
Disenchantment is a
Adams-
Netflix movie or a Netflix show.
Yeah. But they got Amy Adams back, and they got they pretty much got the whole cast back. So that's coming to Disney Plus, and then the bigger one was Hocus Pocus 2 will be coming fall 2022 to Disney Plus.
And it's the original
Got
cast, right?
The original cast back. That's right. So
That's cool.
that should be exciting.
Man, like how much money did they put up to get Bette Midler out of retirement?
Well, Disney's got all the money, so
Yeah, I was gonna
Jeez.
say, not only that, they did drop the bag for her because that's the only way you got her out. That old
Yeah.
scarecrow.
Yeah.
yep.
Well, that's cool though. I mean, because it wouldn't, it wouldn't be Hocus Pocus without the original cast.
They even got the chick from Sister Act to come back.
think so.
I think so. Yeah, yeah.
She hasn't been doing shit for years. That's the only reason why I asked.
That's kind of
Kathy
cool.
Najimy.
Yeah, Kathy Najimy.
Yep.
Oh man.
So anything else y'all want to share as far as stuff you're seeing or reading?
I started Castlevania season 4.
You like it?
It's really good so far. Don't spoil nothing yet for me because this is the finale and I don't
I
wanna-
haven't seen season 3, so like I stopped at season 2 just because like there's so many other things that I was watching. I'll binge it like next
So
week probably.
just fair warning, season 3 is very much a setup for season 4, so it's kind of slow.
I got you. No trip.
And then I watched season 2 of
Of
Love,
Death
Death
and
and
Robots.
Robots.
Oh, that is now. Ooh,
It was bad. I did not
Mm.
enjoy.
Really?
There was one
Really?
story that I enjoyed, and that was Pop Squad. That was great.
I still need to see it.
I did
But
too.
season 1 was,
I'm there for the animation. So
yeah, and there's some great animation, absolutely. But season
Okay.
1 is way better than this season so far. So
we all hail yogurt, man. Shit. Yes.
yeah. So anyway, that's it for me.
Pinhead, do you have anything?
Right now I'm reading the Hellraiser books. So I'm reading the first Hellbound Heart, and then I'm reading the Scarlet Gospels. Playing Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition, and Mike
How's that?
knows all. Right now, my biggest obsession I'm trying to finish out, and I'm getting down the rabbit hole. Mike knows all about this. Is the Wind of Change on Spotify? That shit is fascinating.
Yep.
Whew.
What's the
Check
wind of change?
that one out, man.
So the Winds of Change. So I heard about this podcast from Kevin Smith's Fat Man Beyond. The other guy that helps them do the show is a big Star Wars fan.
Okay.
And he's the one that owns the Scum and Villainy bar in Hollywood. So he shared the Winds. He talked about the Winds of Change podcast. It's a Spotify exclusive, and I'm trying to get it to load here as far as the info. But it is a fascinating podcast based on. Hold on, come on. All right, so it says here. It's 1990. The Berlin Wall just fell. The Soviet Union is on the verge of collapse, and the soundtrack to the revolution is one of the best-selling songs of all time. The metal ballad "Wind of Change" by the Scorpions. Decades later, journalist Patrick Radden Keefe heard a rumor. The song wasn't written by the Scorpions. It was written by the CIA. This is his journey to find the truth. Wind of Change is an original series from Pineapple Street Studios, Crooked Media, and Spotify. So if you're curious about conspiracies and as far as stuff with like the CIA and like history itself, this is definitely up there. I'm still going through it. I'm on episode 2, but episode 1 got me hooked. Like, it's very fascinating to hear and how they go about how they landed the story and hearing about it first and then basically going in through the details of it. But Pinhead is far ahead than I am. So what episode are you on?
I am on episode. I'm just starting episode 5. I'm almost.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, like I got sucked into it because for one, I really love the Scorpions. I've been a huge Scorpion fan since I was a little kid. So this
Good song.
So I know a lot about this song. I just didn't know about this lore. So it's a whole new level of intrigue and fascination for me because, like I said, my mother got me into like the 2 bands my mother got me into were Styx and the Scorpions. So
it was a monster hit back back in the day.
it
In the
was
90s.
that you couldn't get away from that and Rock You Like a Hurricane, like
right.
and-
The whistle intro itself.
well, yeah, and the reason why is because during that time frame, it didn't matter where you were in the world, ballads they sold more than hip hop. Like how hip hop sells today and flies off the shelves and streams like mad. That's how power ballads like this sold back in the 80s and early 90s. Everybody, you had rappers doing them. Like, that's how big it was. So it's a very, very fascinating look at if this happened, what it could be like. It reminds me a lot of that one movie with Gary Oldman, that spy movie.
Tinker
Taylor Soldier Spy or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like it's got that same vibe as far as this goes into this, and you just keep going further and further down into like talking to, especially when he like gets into the people from the government that he talks to and how he does it. It just fascinates me. So I highly recommend it.
Yeah. And the first episode is called My Friend Michael. So, and then
that's the reason why you got you hooked.
Well, no, when
Fucking
they mentioned
egomaniac. He was like, "Oh, it's about me."
That's me. It's me. No. When they do mention the knock list, NOC. And when I heard that, I was like, "Holy shit! Tom Cruise is here."
Yeah, truth be told, if we're being honest, that's what got me into it. When he mentioned the knock list, I was like, all right.
Yeah, I'm like, holy shit, Mission Impossible. By the way, so that celebrated its 25th anniversary. They released like a brand new Blu-ray. And then one of the bonus things, you know how they do the bonus, like, oh, there's a cool trading card, but not really. Or like a cool patch. Who cares? They released a sticker for the IMF, a car decal. Like, who the fuck puts a car decal that I'm in the Impossible Mission Force on my fucking car? Like,
hey, why
supposed to be
not?
spies.
Nah, it's whatever. Why would people put like the rebel insignia or the Boba Fett?
Well, that's different. The rebels were proud to be rebels.
Really?
Yeah, they're proud to be in the IMF.
That's why. That's why Rose gave the kid the ring with the rebel insignia when you like turn it and show
but
the rebel
nobody
insignia.
cares about the Last Jedi, man. So like it's.
That's true.
I mean, that's
Well, apparently there was some clickbaity article comparing The Empire Strikes Back, which just celebrated another anniversary, to The Last Jedi.
Yep.
Where they both dashed the expectations of what Star Wars is.
I saw that, and I was just like, should I read this? But then I was like, nah, I'm gonna leave. The world of filmmaker Mike and the boys are in a nice realm of peace right now, because we don't want to rock any boats.
One thing I would like to add on before we go, since we're talking about anniversaries, there is, and it's on Spotify being celebrated right now, not to make it a sponsorship, but there is one special young lady who's celebrating her 10-year anniversary of one of her greatest albums of all time, perhaps the greatest album of all time. Lady Gaga's Born This Way turns 10 this year, so they're celebrating the 10 years of Born This Way. So
nice.
Wow.
I like when it came out last week. I listened to it, and I kept listening to it again. The Off Season by J. Cole.
Yeah, that's
fucking amazing. Yeah. That's all I gotta say. Also, there's a Filipino guy, or there's a Filipino American, or I guess Filipino, that's causing some hip hop waves right now. Pinhead. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the guy. His name is Easy Mill, MIL. He has a song called Panalo, which is a Tagalog word for win.
Okay.
What he did is he did a trap version of a traditional Filipino song.
Okay.
And like he rapped in English, and then he rapped in Tagalog, which is the official language, and he also rapped in Ilocano, which is a dialect in the Philippines.
Holy shit, dude.
And then he's pretty decent in all that stuff, and a lot of people that are reacting to his work, everybody is saying like he's kind of legit. So if you wanna take a gander for Easy Mill, you just listen to that song. If not, it's okay. He's not, again, he's not everybody's cup of tea, but
His name's Easy Mills.
Easy Mill, yeah, MIL. Yeah, he has. It's called Panalo, PA, and then listen to the Trap Cariñosa version.
All right,
So-
I'll look it up.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Like when I was listening to it, I was like, oh shit, this shit's getting me hyped up.
Interesting.
And then like when I listen to it, because like like when the rappers rap like nowadays, it's like kind of like super fast. I have to be like, wait, hold on, what did they say again? I had to pause and go back again. So instead of the boom bap age where like you can actually hear the bars, I had to
Yeah.
go back and forth, back and forth. And I'm like, oh, okay, he said that. Okay, cool. And then so from basically from yeah, that one.
That
That's the
one?
one.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
No, like
It's just Pacquiao version.
no, get the other one. Get
Get
the
the
other
other-
version. Yeah,
Okay.
And send it to me.
yeah,
Hold on. Why is it like
yeah. Are you watching on YouTube right now? Or
No, Apple
It's fine.
Music. I'm trying to get it on Apple Music.
yeah. It's just legit. Like it's just bumped. Like
So Panalo Trap Cariñosa.
yeah, that's the one.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, because that like for me, again, when I listen to hip hop, I just listen to like, I honestly don't care about what they say anymore. It's more like how they formulate the structure, how the beats are, how it sounds with with everything. So like as much as Drake is like a fucking amazing artist, for me I'm like he's okay. He's all right. So yeah, that's what I've been doing lately, and then nothing to report when it comes to like stuff I watch. Like I've just been watching like whatever I watch like on things. Remember like I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys like months ago, the French series Lupin.
Yep.
Yeah, it's coming out with season 2 soon, so I'm excited to watch that again because again those things that intrigue me a lot, like the little crime things and how he pulls shit off and everything. So yeah, it ended on a cliffhanger, so I'm just like looking forward to what he's gonna do. So
Cool. Yeah, I saw that. That's cool.
yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I guess that wraps up our show.
Yeah, baby.
Where are you? You like disappeared.
Oh,
Can't even see you.
He's part of the Bad
I
Batch.
know you just see this black schlong in the way. Sorry. Yeah, there you go. How's that? Is that better?
That's better.
No, I put the black song back.
I know you like it. I know.
And
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for listening. We hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to follow us on our socials. You can check out
Yes.
the info below.
Yes, sir.
Follow us wherever you want to follow us. And feel free to leave a voice message. We'd love to hear from you guys on whether you guys watched something that perhaps one of us recommended or something that we all reviewed and discussed.
Give us some recommendations.
Yes, there you
yeah,
go.
please. And then like we'll review it as a group. Shit.
Ask us
Yeah.
questions too.
Yep,
Doesn't
ask
matter
us
how stupid.
questions.
There you go.
On like like on a scale of 1 to 10, like why why do or like how much does Kuya hate Jester?
Definitely
mean,
a 10.
No, it just depends on the day. Like
Yeah.
sometimes it's like 0, nothing but love.
You moody bastard.
And then like sometimes it's a 10 when you tell me like fucking Boba Fett is the most amazing character in the history of Star Wars.
I don't think I ever used that word. Those words. Stop putting words in my mouth.
It's okay. I did admit I saw him kick ass, so
Yes,
I had
you
to give
did.
him props. Give
Yeah.
him props. So, but I'm not a fan.
That's fine. You could be whatever you want to be.
Yeah, I can be Broom Boy. Shit, that's my favorite fucking.
At least that would be believable.
My favorite Star Wars character is Broom Boy.
We can put the broom up your butt, and then we're all happy.
Yeah, I'll use the farce.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh.
All righty
Okay.
then. Thank you guys for listening. Until next time, stay safe.
Oh yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye.
ya.
See you later.